Here it comes.
Oh my gosh. I hadn't planned on it, no. Plan on it.
Is it fun watching up there?
Yeah.
-5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery.
You're gonna die.
I'm Raymond Arroyo. We'll see you next time.
We're back. We're back, Sarah.
We are back. Yay! Oh, hey,
Hi, Allie.
You can clap very loud. That was very impressive.
I was born with big adult hands.
Were you?
Yep.
Came
and
out of
you
the
were
womb.
born with really tiny hands.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're back on the
I've
show.
grown into them.
Here we are. We're back on the show. Last time I didn't do all the announcements. Also, I realized there's a lot of things about the last episode. We were going to talk about the last episode.
Oh, yeah. I just listened to it today. I thought it was absolutely hilarious.
Well, okay,
If you haven't listened to it yet, go back. It's just you and Nick.
I had
Sarah.
to apologize to Nick because I
Are you
came
publicly apologizing right now?
So I came in a little hot.
Yeah, it was a little testy.
Yeah, I was a little.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I thought that if I came in a little hot, that he would kind of give it back,
like
to me.
rise to the
Yeah,
occasion.
I wanted him to. And then I was also nervous. It was the first time we recorded. Sarah's here. Say hi, Sarah.
Hi.
It was the first, and it was really quiet when we first started. And then Madison, I don't know. I got nervous.
You got nervous, and so that was the route that you took.
No one can ever tell when I'm nervous, but it made me a little.
Do you have telltale signs?
Yes, I turned into a jerk. Apparently.
You become sassy pants.
I turned into a jerk. But anyway, so
Okay.
I don't know. I just got a little too, and I got nervous, and so Madison will never come back and watch a show ever again.
I don't think
it was
you
all
got
his
mean.
fault. No, I got a little. I don't know. I was a little aggressive, and I felt bad about that.
Yeah, maybe you're a little
Listening back to it, I was a little aggressive, and then he handed me a sticker. He brought me this wonderful gift, and then I didn't.
Yeah, I wanted to see it.
I didn't really say thank you. I just kind of was like, "Oh, cool," but I thought it was
sticker.
awesome. It was an amazing
great.
sticker.
Because it's a wooden sticker,
Yeah.
right? Like,
You ever
what does
seen a
that
wooden
even?
sticker?
No,
It's
I don't
crazy.
even know what that means.
So last episode, but also
We'll
I
look at it
forgot.
later.
We just started the show, and I started just with weird, bad vibes. I was just like, "Hi, we're here at the show."
How do you feel now?
Now I feel better because
Okay.
I've had a lot of whiskey
Not
to prepare.
kombucha. Yeah.
and
So you're just like relaxed.
and so we need to talk about Link, and Sarah's enjoying a little coffee over there.
Mm-hmm.
Out of Death Valley.
Yeah, there you go. But you're ready with all the links, the important links,
Yeah.
the important URLs. So people can watch the show at youtube.com/
the show.
No.
Shoot.
You say this
The
every
show
time.
with Edmund Mitchell.
No, we haven't gotten that yet. So
Oh,
all we
the
have
show.
is no, just Edmund Mitchell.
Oh, Edmund Mitchell. Okay.
YouTube.com/Edmund Mitchell.
YouTube.com/Edmund Mitchell.
Facebook.com/
The show
with Edmund Mitchell.
with Edmund Mitchell. See, this is a tag team. Like I start and then you end.
You can go to Patreon to
.com.
support Allie's Whataburger habits. If you go to patreon.com/
the show.
there you go. Also keep us in this studio because I'm very nervous about the overhead of this building. And
yeah?
this doesn't make any money.
Are you nervous a little bit?
Oh yeah, I am a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's money. I mean, it's real money.
And people are like
Starving in Africa. Yeah, you're right.
investing in this.
Yeah,
That's
like
not
people
where
are
I was
supporting.
going, but yeah.
So we need to. This is the content we need to make for them.
Well, why don't you tell them about your the merch that is so popular?
You
Tell
are.
them about-
You're being a
tell
jerk.
them- No.
You're being kind of
What's the
mean.
merch? Where can people buy merch?
Why are you bringing that up, Allie?
Because people can
No,
buy
tell them
it.
what you told me about the merch.
What did I say?
You don't like it.
No, I just don't like the drippy things. Like the drippy.
You say
the
that like
drip
a
stuff.
mom. You say that like a mom.
I'm not a mom. It's like
Drippy
the
stuff is
the
in
drippy.
fashion, Allie.
No, it's not.
Yes, get that drip. Drip,
Okay,
drip.
that phrase might be, but the style I don't think is.
You haven't heard. I mean, this is stuff people say.
No, the phrase, but not like
It's
I actually
cool.
want to see something dripping.
It's kind of like goosebumpsy. It's kind of like
yeah. And when did Goosebumps come out?
But retro is
I am
coming
a little
back.
sassy.
What is
up
I
with
am. I'm
you?
so sorry. I am
Gosh,
sassy.
you've gained like 30
No.
pounds in 10 years.
So sorry.
Gosh.
Wait, what?
Speaking to the microphone.
What? I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I just imagine like
but people can buy
a 45-year-old. What?
What kind of merch should we make? That's maybe we ask the people.
EdmundMitchell.com/store, or just go to my site. I think that's where all the merch is.
Yeah.
And too many links, but whatever.
Yeah.
See, now you got me in a bad mood
Oh
again.
my gosh, I'm so sorry. Well, you're the one who talked to me about merch.
How have you been? What did you give up for Lent?
Actually, one of the things that I gave up is being on my phone past 8:30.
Oh, wow. So that's it, right, that's right now.
And another thing, which kind of is hard, what I realized is going to bed at 9:30.
Which you also are going to lose. You're not going to do that tonight
Today
either.
it's not going to be the best. It's currently 9:04.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the two biggest things that I'm doing. I did 9:30 bedtime last year, and it was so freaking hard.
You did
I
9:30 bedtime?
Yeah, I did.
What time would you wake up if you went? How many days in a row did you go to bed at 9:30?
Almost all of them. There would be some days where I couldn't because my job or something.
Would you wake up? Are you a morning person?
No.
So,
I would wake up at like 8.
When you go to bed at 9:30, you wake up. See, this is the thing. A lot of people don't know this. When you try to wake up early, the problem is not trying to wake up early.
Yeah.
The problem is getting to bed early.
Yes.
So you don't focus on waking up early. You focus on just get in bed at 9.
Yes.
Just get in bed.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter
No
if you
screens.
fall asleep. Doesn't matter if you watch The Notebook. It doesn't matter. You eat ice cream, whatever. Just get in bed at 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
And if you just focus on that, eventually,
Yeah.
you're going to go nighty night, and then you're going to wake up. You're going to start waking up earlier.
And your body will get used to waking up earlier.
Yeah.
And I had all these ideas of like, well, then maybe I'll like add a bunch of prayer stuff because I'm going to have all this time. And just going to bed at 9:30 was so hard last year. So I was like, I'm going to do that again.
Well, you're a very undisciplined person in general, though,
okay,
right?
you know what?
No, I'm just saying,
what
like, in
happened to
general.
sassy pants? You know what?
No, I'm just saying you are. No, I'm just saying. Like,
No, I'm just saying you are. No, keep saying that.
No, I'm just saying humility is saying exactly who you are, and you are not a very
Let
disciplined
tell you
person.
about humility
Yeah.
because he knows everything there is. To
I mean,
know.
look at all these cameras and lights. And
Oh my gosh.
no, but in general, like you've told me before, like I'm not a very disciplined person. Help
in
me, Edmund,
certain
please.
areas, I'm
Yeah.
not very disciplined because I
Yeah.
don't know how.
How do you think people can get more disciplined? Because people out there
have
listening
life
right
coaches?
now, huh?
Have life coaches.
What is this pointing at your
I'm
head?
pointing at you.
I'm not a life coach.
You're like a mentor. You could be a mentor.
Yeah, but what?
Yeah. Like,
Do you want to tell them
people
how
what
our
to do.
mentor relationship has gone?
No.
Well, Allie and her infinite discipline.
Okay. And why did you invite me to go on the show? Is this an intervention?
Listen, you did this to me.
Of like telling people life coach. Like you're a
And
good
how did that work
mentor.
out when we were like,
it's because
I failed you.
I'm undisciplined.
I failed you.
No.
That's why you're bringing that up.
I'm just
That's why you're bringing that up.
undisciplined. I'm in therapy about
Either
it.
you're
It's fine.
undisciplined or I'm a horrible life coach. Which is it?
No, I'm undisciplined.
Thank you for saying that. I'm glad you said that, and I believe that as well.
So on that note,
Can I tell you? I don't know if I've talked to you about this, but we had a fan. I met a fan of the show.
wait, was it the guy who came here?
He came here.
Tell me about it.
So a guy reached out and was like, "Hey, you always say if we're in town to come hang out. Like, I'm going to be in town Friday. My flight leaves like at 6 or 7.
Also, what was he in town for?
So
He doesn't live here.
he's in town for a conference.
Okay.
But okay, here's the thing. His name is Bennett.
Okay.
I think he goes by Benny. I can't remember. It was like a whirlwind of time together. He was amazing. He was super fun. I recognized his face because I think he supports us on Patreon, and then I recognized his face
my
from
gosh.
Instagram. But here's how, like, I don't know, racist or something I am. Like, just look at him.
Okay.
No, that's it.
Okay.
You can't be on your phone past 8:30.
Okay, yeah, it's true.
So I
Well,
thought
it's
he
not
was
my phone.
Okay, so here's the thing. First off, I'm nervous because I'm gonna meet someone here, and we're gonna have. Well, at first we were gonna have like a 6-hour window together, and I was like,
It's
"Dang."
an introvert's
So-
nightmare.
So I was like, kept closing the window up a little bit, like taking care of other stuff, and then it was like, okay, we're gonna have like a 3-hour window or something. So I'm like, this could either go really great or really bad.
Yeah.
And I was a little nervous.
Yeah.
But in the spirit of the show, we don't care, right? Like I put my cell phone out on social media all the
you
time.
do
Like I do
all
weird
the time.
stuff.
You do weird stuff all
Because
the time.
that's what's great about this show. Our listeners are so engaged. We don't have all the listeners
Yet.
because we're not as vapid and shallow as other podcasts.
Yeah, that's
We
right.
go
And
deep.
we're humble in that.
Yes, and we go deep.
Like we say when we're undisciplined.
Yeah.
Like
We
we're not
go
afraid
deep.
about that.
Like name some Catholic podcasts that are vapid and shallow.
oh, yeah. Like that one with the, you
with
remember?
the priest and the circus clown?
yeah.
Yeah. Is that called what's that one called?
Two's a crowd.
Is that called Liturgical Dance and Me? Uh-huh. Yeah.
Sounds like a 23andMe kind
Yeah.
of thing.
And
like
then what's
Liturgical
the
Dance
other
and Me.
podcast put out by that big famous Catholic publishing company that you've told me that you hate and that you say it's very vapid and shallow?
Did I use those words specifically?
Yeah, I think you said it's put out and what's that one, that podcast that you listen to?
That's put out that I listen to.
Yeah, well, you don't listen. You said you listened to it once and
I don't
then you
like
said
to
you
name
could
drop.
never listen
so
again.
I just don't like to name drop.
Does it sound like What would it sound like?
It sounds like
See, because I thought you said Emily Wilson, but there's no way you would have said that. That's
she didn't
mean.
have a podcast.
Yeah, I know. That's mean of you to say.
No.
She's great. She's the
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
Why are you getting awkward? Why is this awkward?
I don't know. Yeah, well, our listeners are the best. They are.
Anyway, so Benny came over.
Benny came.
Benny came over. No, Emily's awesome. I really think Emily's awesome. Any people that I make fun of, it's because I actually really think
Secretly
they're great.
jealous.
Yeah, like every time I say, I wanted to say this on the podcast. Anytime I say like, oh, I never listened to Catching Foxes, it's just fun to like just
so
bring
much.
them up all the time. Or like Taylor Marshall. Like I love just hating Taylor Marshall. Because he literally, when Allison Sullivan was over, were you here for that?
No, I wasn't.
We realized that Taylor Marshall looks like if Thanos from Marvel was like really into Dave Matthews. Like he looks like a bro, like a white,
What was
like a
y'all's
bro
conversation?
Anyway, so
that's amazing.
I'm nervous because this guy's going to come over, right?
Yeah, for like a good chunk of time.
Okay,
too.
and just to be completely honest, and Sarah knows that I'm not racist.
No,
but
yeah.
I thought he was going to be black. I thought he was a
Okay.
black guy.
Okay.
And
Because his name was Bennett?
No, just looking at his Instagram, when his profile picture is so small, so I'm expecting like a black dude, and that's fine. Like I
Yeah.
had no, but it was just I'm like trying to gear myself up for hanging out with someone, and I'm like, okay, like who's this? Like just imagining us together,
Like, thinking
imagining
of
me and a black guy,
topics, like,
yeah,
okay.
just like and
best
so
friends.
So then he shows up, and he is very Indian. Like
Yeah.
grew up in India.
Didn't you do an Instagram story?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he was super cool.
Wow.
Super cool. But he shows up, and so immediately I am like pressure relieved because I don't know any Indian serial killers. So I was like, I don't think so. He's definitely not going to wear my skin.
I mean, he could be the first one.
Well, but I mean,
But he wasn't.
Do you think serial killers exist in India?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
They have
I
a
think
denser
in-
population. The odds are higher.
But like, imagine an Indian serial killer.
Okay.
Like, can you? I can't.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
True crime podcast, though.
Yeah.
There's
That's
Indian
my
serial
jam.
killers?
No.
Oh,
But
okay.
I can see it.
Yeah.
So first thing I was like, phew, he's not going to wear my skin like a
Perfect.
dress, right?
Okay.
So I was like, okay, awesome. And we had a really awesome time. It was so
wow.
great. He was really cool.
I bet you wish that 3 hours was really 6 hours then.
No, because it was intense. I think for both of us, I think he would
Okay.
admit it was intense. I mean, he left like a 30-minute voicemail, right? Like,
Are
like
you
I love it.
serious?
Here's what was great about him. We immediately hit it off. We immediately were like joking back and forth. He knew all of the inside jokes of the show. He was like saying all this stuff that, yeah, I know, look how long it
Whoa.
turns. He's so funny. He was hilarious. We had so many things in common. It was so cool. He knew everything about you. He knew all about you, where you lived, your phone number. He knew everything about
Let's
Nick.
go back to the serial killer
Yeah,
thing.
he knew everything about Nick, about me. Like, he was throwing out inside jokes. It
That
was
is
so fun.
so fun.
Such
wow.
a glory story. And I thought he was going to wear my skin like a little. I think he was going to.
Now,
He was
do
going
you
to make.
feel humbled?
No, because
Oh.
I'm. I know.
Oh, because you're the best. Okay.
Because I'm the greatest.
Okay.
So
He knows everything about
Sure.
it.
okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we had all these weird things in common. Moved around a lot before we were certain age. Deviated septum. We both had one of those. Like struggle with. Yeah, just like lots of like our parents' story. So he's part of the Malabar.
Oh, Cyril Malabar.
Cyril Malabar, right? Which our pastor is actually also part of.
Really?
And then he was part of. He's like Focus, like an Indian founded movement that's very similar to Focus. It's called
Okay.
like Jesus Youth India or something.
Okay.
I forget what it's called. I'm really sorry,
Jesus
but
Youth India.
I forget what it's called. But anyways,
Mary.
that was really fun. And
That's
I
amazing. Where's he
wish-
from? Where does he live?
India.
Oh,
No, he lives in Baltimore.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
his Jesus Youth. There we go.
Jesus
Jesus
Youth. Nice.
And they're kind of like a
Sarah,
charisma.
you're
We had an
amazing.
awesome, like he talked about just his conversion story is really cool, and then his experience getting baptized in the Holy Spirit. Anyways, he's gonna think this was great. Us talking about
so
it. But
question then, why didn't you invite us to hang out with him?
it was real quick. You guys were all busy.
You said 3 hours.
No, you guys were all busy.
Was it?
I have to literally beg you guys to come over and hang out with me. Yeah. No. I
Life is
think I
pretty
told you guys,
full.
but I don't know. You weren't. I don't know. You just weren't free.
Man.
It was a
Sorry,
Friday.
Bennett, you have to come back and hang out with us.
He was really
What
cool. He was
did
amazing.
he say? Did he have a favorite part of the show?
He said when I pretended to pray. Well, not pretended. I was actually literally praying.
Were you though?
But this was his words were when you pretended, and then you said, did you really pray? And I was like, I'm always praying. But he said when you prayed with Mary Bielski and
Yes!
Bielski and Allie and Johnny, it was exposed that they are pagans and don't know how to pray. That prayer makes them squirm like the demons that they are. They were like,
I laughed because Johnny started laughing.
Here's the other thing. Contrary to our YouTube analytics, he watches the podcast. He loves watching the podcast. He
I think
watches
it's way
it.
better to watch it. Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah,
There's a lot of sneak peek little things like this thing I'm doing right here with my hand.
Like if you're not watching
you can't see this right here. That I just did that with my hand. Right? So you got to put your face into address the microphone.
Oh my gosh, I can't with you.
So that was really, really fun. Benny, he's a really cool guy.
Wow.
And we had
what a great shout out too.
We connected and just like, it was great. Then we walked down the street and why are you?
No, I'm and
we both had a drink.
Facial expressions.
We both had a drink. He swore a lot. It was so great. Like it was just, he got me.
Wow.
He was like,
what is he like in school? Is he out of school?
Yeah, so he is a
Tell
senior.
me about your new best friend.
He's a senior at university to become a CPA, but he also does the Jesus. He is a Jesus youth.
He's a youth and loves Jesus.
And he was great. It was really cool. It was one of the first times that someone I'd never met before who listens to the show.
Yeah.
But he picked up, like he was just, I felt like we 100% get along.
That's amazing.
If we have just 100 of you listening, that's amazing.
We need 100 Bennetts.
Yeah, we need 100 Bennetts.
Hey, this is a PSA. Do we have like music? Can you do some PSA music?
Can you do some PSA music? I don't know. Sarah
No,
will work
just
on
use it with your mouth. Just do some PSA music. Hey, for those people out there that would love to come by and stop by the show and just hang out with Edmund or I, just give us a call. Give us a shout out. Thanks. The effects, that's nice.
So that was really great. That's what I wanted to talk
amazing.
About.
I love that.
So what else? What else have you been up to recently?
I'm getting ready to speak at a women's conference this weekend.
Wow.
It's called the Genius Women's Conference. Allison Sullivan actually is one of the speakers.
Yes, and Liv Harrison.
So Mary Bielski.
Liv Harrison was on the show, and her podcast has not come out yet because I gave
rude.
No. I gave a pile of episodes. We recorded like 5 episodes, and we had a pile of them. And then video editors have been trying to pick them all up, and it's still working. It's still coming out.
Come on, people.
But hers was really great. Me and her.
Yeah, she's really phenomenal. Good. She's actually putting this on. Like she's
one of the few people that I met that was more exhausting than I am.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it was one of the first
I tell her that all the time.
Yeah, it was one of the first times I was like, oh, this is what I'm like.
Yeah.
To other people. Like, this is what it feels like to be around me.
We were speaking on a conference in Washington, D.C. in October, and she was like, she had been up like 24 hours before, and we were done, and we were going back to the hotel, and she was going to meet her friends at the hotel, and she ended up staying up to like 6 a.m. talking to this random girl. I was just like, I had a migraine and I had to go to bed by 8. I was done.
I thought I could hang, but I could not hang.
No,
like,
she's
next
another level. So she's going to be there this weekend.
Yeah,
so many
people. So
she
started the conference. Like that's her conference.
Yeah, she started. The first one was last year. And then she decided to fund it herself, and so her and her husband are funding herself. So
we're filming the conference. We're filming, and then going to create some promo videos.
Really?
Yeah. I'm being serious.
Really?
Yeah.
You're going to be there?
Not me. Joe. I'm sending Joe to do it. I can't make it.
Who's
but
Joe?
Joseph Baringhouse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he's going to do the video, and then I'm going to do some video editing and make some promo videos and stuff. Yeah.
That's so fun. So I better of people speaking.
You
or
should
just
wear
like
makeup.
General.
Listen, honey boo boo, you should wear makeup. Okay?
What do you think I'm wearing right now?
Why is someone like you not married yet? Do you not believe in a traditional marriage? Do you not believe in a traditional?
Listen, you know what? I am open to marriage.
Listen,
I'm
you're open to marriage.
You know what? If
that's
men
like being
would
open
just
to life.
step up,
I'm open to marriage. Okay,
I'm open.
I am not
I'm
contraceptive.
also open to life.
Yeah.
I don't want to contracept any marriage proposals that come my way. So,
do you remember when I texted you that you were like, "Let's not talk about that on the podcast"? We're getting so close to talking about that. We're talking about contraception.
Oh no! Okay, I don't want to do that. No.
Fine.
Trust me, you don't want to know.
So you're speaking at it?
Yeah.
How do you get a gig like that?
I'm speaking tomorrow. It's honestly Jesus. One of my friends who is a speaker, we were talking about this. His name is Jesus.
Wow.
We were talking about
what do you think he charges?
That Jesus?
Yeah. What do you think he charges to speak at a conference like that?
I mean, like he has to
probably
make a living, so
less than what you're charging.
Okay.
Let's be honest here.
But I charge less than what other people charge.
What I charge, you can say that.
Oh well, yeah, definitely less.
That was very nice of you to say what other people charge instead of just pointing a finger at me.
Wink.
Anyway, sorry. So, what are you speaking on?
The title of my talk is Genuine Femininity.
Wow, you put the word genius into the title of your talk.
I did not title it.
Oh, okay.
They titled it for me.
Yeah.
But it's basically just an identity talk. I'm just going to preach. That's my lane. Let's just preach Jesus.
You want people to be
Simple
seen,
gospel,
known, heard,
loved, wanted,
smelled.
necessary. Like, let's just smell each other right now.
The
Turn to your
gospel
neighbor.
message is you are seen, heard, known, smelled,
Loved,
touched.
wanted. No.
Interesting.
Let's not get crazy. And like, if that doesn't hit your heart, then,
So that's this weekend.
yeah.
What do you do right before you go on to give a talk?
Or throw up.
Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like a little in my
Sweet.
mouth.
Do you force yourself to throw up, or does the Holy
no,
Spirit?
it's like a Holy Spirit throw
Okay.
up.
You're just you're chunks in the spirit.
I'm chunking in the spirit.
Chunking in the spirit.
I don't want that. I don't want that to be a thing. Wait.
Hashtag T-shirt with drip. T-shirt with drip.
That is an appropriate drip. That's an appropriate
Yeah, because
drip.
it reminds you of throw up.
Yeah.
So my merch that I spent hours on reminds you of throw up. Thanks.
I'm so sorry.
You think
No,
that's
no, no.
appropriate? I spent so much time designing all this stuff. Send it to them. Crickets. Allie goes, maybe not the drip. And then no one buys any of it. I work like freaking 6 hours. I make tons of merch. I put it up online. No one buys a single thing.
That one with the moon, the guy in the moon, the astronaut in the moon
You like
without
that
the
one?
drip. Yes.
It's me, Allie. It's me. My face is in the mask.
Are you serious?
Yes, I edited my face into the
Oh, I
freaking
did
mask
not
of the
see that.
astronaut.
Send me this.
Did not
Oh
see
my
that.
gosh.
I did not see that.
EdmundMitchell.com/store.
Chunk it in
You
the
can pull
spirit.
it up. You can pull it up. You can pull it up so we can look at it.
wow.
Hannah Bruckner. Hannah
I did not see
Bruckner,
that.
who was in my very first year of youth ministry in my youth group. She actually did buy a sweater, I think.
That's amazing.
I think she bought the one that says, "And you say there's no God."
That's the drip.
I started
Yeah, that one's
using
the
that
drip.
outro for the end of all the micro content is me and Eric and me yelling at Eric, and you say there's no God. It's literally my favorite
Oh, yeah.
part
Yes.
ever. It's my
Yes.
favorite moment
so
ever on the
funny.
show.
Wow.
Yeah, they're real weird. Okay, fine. They're
wanna
real
talk
weird
about
things.
that.
Yeah,
I wanna
that's
talk
real.
about that.
Okay, they're weird things.
So wait, where's is the astronaut one on there?
Yeah,
With
if you
your
scroll
face.
up, there's two different
I did
versions.
not know your face was
Yeah,
in
my
there.
face is
What?
in there. You can click that and then click the
See,
picture.
I like
and zoom
that
in.
without the drip. If you could make me a personal one without a drip. Oh yeah, I did not see that.
Damn it, Allie! Get off your phone.
Are you scared that, like, you know the movie The Ring? Have you seen The Ring?
Yeah.
Are you scared that like a little girl's gonna like pop out of there?
No.
No, not ever.
Not at all. Do you like horror movies?
No, I don't like
What
horror
about
movies.
Do you like horror comedies? Horror coms?
No, I don't like horror comedy.
What about like like primarily comedy horror, like a com horror?
No, I don't like it's funny and then it's scary.
Do you appreciate com horrors?
No, I don't.
Or
no, I don't. I don't.
would you rather a horror com?
No, I don't. And neither of them. I don't think I'd want.
What about a
either of them.
rom com?
Well, I like a rom
What
com.
about a com rom?
I like a good com rom.
So the first abbreviation is what the movie is primarily.
Yeah.
So a rom com means it's primarily romantic,
But, like,
with
funny.
a little bit of
Yeah.
comedy, like My Wedding,
Yeah.
and then
And then a com
a
rom.
com rom is actually
is your marriage.
is my honeymoon.
Oh,
Primarily a comedy with a little
what did
bit
you
of
go on
romance.
your honeymoon? What? Danielle. Oh my gosh.
We went to a cabin on Lake
that's-
Texoma.
oh,
It wasn't
nice.
as nice as you think.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't very picture. I mean, it was nice.
Yeah.
And it was free, I think. I think her brother had like a timeshare or something.
Nice.
And so it was nice, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like what you're imagining.
Okay, then take it. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Lake
Do you
Texoma?
like? I don't think so.
Do lakes freak you out? You seem like the type of person that a lake would freak you out. Right?
Yeah.
You have long limbs and like it's dark water, and I feel like
Do I have long limbs?
Yeah, a little bit. You like put your limb out.
Like,
See, look at that.
put your. I've never been asked that. Put your limb out. Okay, that's like I'm like normal.
Yeah, but compared
I'm
to
like
your body,
average.
is the word okay? Seriously, because of last.
You have beautiful limbs, and I just want to affirm you in your limb
Sarah,
size.
thank you, Sarah.
I didn't want to comment on your limbs. I'm a man.
Oh my gosh.
So, which is funny because I commented a lot on your limbs just now.
Yeah.
So, never mind.
Horror coms.
Oh yeah. So,
What about horror roms?
so primarily horror movie.
Uh-huh.
With
Like
a little bit of romance.
like a
What are some
twist.
examples of that?
Wuthering Heights.
So primarily horror with a little bit of romance.
Yes.
Little bro romance. Like
Okay.
the serial killer is like, or the person. It's like
Oh.
Stockholm's Beauty and the Beast.
Dracula.
Oh, also that.
Dracula
probably.
too.
Dracula.
Yeah.
A little bit of like, because
Ugh, but there's like the love interest.
yeah, a little bit of tension there.
There's too
Yeah.
much tension in
Stockholm
Beauty and the
syndrome.
Beast. Beauty and the Beast is not
'cause it's
primarily
like,
a horror.
yeah,
No,
it's
not
like scary.
primarily a
Okay,
horror.
he like takes her dad,
But it's-
and like it's really scary.
But it's
and
not
then they
primarily
fall
a
in
horror.
love.
Half of that movie is
Basically.
just singing songs on top of tables. Like this is not.
No, that's- if that's not
Gaston
scary to
is on
you.
top of a table.
I think the real horror story is Snow White because she lives with 7 dwarfs.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
And that's a
yeah.
nightmare.
And that's scary.
That's a
yeah,
nightmare.
7
That's
little
true.
men.
Cleaning up after them all the time.
So speaking of little men, dwarves. So I'm really nervous about this because and I'm just gonna talk about it because this episode.
Oh, the Father Mike.
Yeah,
thing?
because I called him.
You said his legs. Well, yeah,
I
because
said
his
it
legs
makes him look like a.
tiny human, but you didn't say
I
tiny
said
human.
midget, which I don't
Why are
know.
you saying it again?
Because okay, here's the thing. I did research on this on Wikipedia.
Okay.
And people are torn about whether or not that is a inappropriate word.
What should you call them?
A tiny person.
Tiny person.
Or honestly, dwarf is in some but that feels like weirder.
That feels
I feel
weirder.
more
Yeah.
uncomfortable saying
Yeah.
that. Now, granted, I don't know any, and so I never would want to hurt any. Like it just came out that he looked.
If you could tell us.
small, he looked like a tiny person.
Yeah.
because
His
he was
legs, they were like-
yes, his
yeah.
legs were uncomfortably wide.
Yeah.
And so,
I
and
think
I'm
he just has a short torso.
yeah, and so I didn't mean anything bad. Like I wasn't.
No, I didn't find it offensive.
Yeah,
You second
but you're
guessed
not a
yourself.
tiny person.
But I'm
so
not
you
a
don't
tiny
speak
person.
on behalf
right.
of them.
Well,
yeah.
no, I don't.
Gosh,
but
you're just
I
talking
did
like
it.
a white male
Oh.
mansplaining.
Oh my gosh.
So I feel a little weird about that because some guy on ESPN got fired for saying effing emming.
Well, maybe he got fired because of more of the first
I
word.
think so because he seemed like he was saying it kind of like a mean.
Yeah, like a derogatory.
Yeah, like a mean way. Yeah.
And you didn't do that.
No, I mean I hope
didn't
not.
feel any
but
hatred.
the judges will determine
Well,
that.
final
So.
judgment. Jesus will determine your soul.
So you believe in traditional marriages where the woman stays at home? Do you believe in that?
If that works for your family, sure. I do not
What
believe
do you
that
think might
every
work
woman
for your
deserves to
family?
be.
Deserves
I
to be
know,
at home.
or not deserves, but like should
Weird
be
of
at
you to say.
home.
It's very heteronormative of you to say.
Thank you.
Sorry, what were you going to say?
I like to work, so
But
I don't know if that's necessarily in a
yeah, but work, right? Like humans,
job?
but,
Sure.
right? Catholic social
meaning.
teaching.
Okay, meaning
Every
yes,
human
'cause-
has the right to work. Every human
yes.
should have work.
And motherhood is work.
And your work could be your garden. It could be baking.
could be.
It could be baking bread
Raising
for you.
tiny humans.
Yes, it could be. It could be when your husband comes home, making sure that you look pretty, that you're wearing heels, and that you have dinner on the table. That could be your work. Your work could be.
Have you seen? Wait, speaking of things, have you seen this new Instagram account, Catholic Dating?
We literally were going to talk about that today.
Are you serious?
Let's pull it up.
Because there's
Let's do it.
one that came up that's exactly that.
So this is
Where-
Kathleen.
That's what I saw
so
today.
this is amazing. This is Kathleen. I forget her last name.
Stop it! Oh my gosh! Yes.
Is this the exact one?
Okay, read it.
Yes.
So describe to people at home
Oh
that
my
are listening.
gosh.
Catholic
Was this
dating
your segue into this?
nightmares on Instagram, right? And it's
So
what's her
good.
name? Kathleen. I forget her last name. I followed her for a while. She used to work for Ascension. Now she's going rogue.
She's doing this, which is way more needed in the
Oh
world.
my gosh, it blew up. I asked her to be on the show. Oh no, not Kathleen. Wait, Maria Mitchell, but her Instagram profile is Maria Kathleen, so I've always associated her name with
Kathleen.
Kathleen.
Just
in my
got
head.
rid of the Marie.
Maria Mitchell, which we
Maria.
share our last name, so we're probably cousins.
You're probably related.
Okay.
Well, knowing this humor, you're
to
probably
people at home.
related.
Describe to people at home. So she started. Describe this. What is
This
this?
is an Instagram account called Catholic Dating Nightmares. And is it people? I want to say it's people. Like
People
these are
send in
real
stuff.
submissions that they. This is not like a fake thing. So they send it in, and so she just
From Catholic
posts.
Match, or like not Catholic Match. We don't want to say that because if they want to advertise on this show,
They have to pay.
No. They
Oh.
can't, and we want to be nice.
yes.
No. But we
But
love
yes.
we love Catholic Match.
Yeah.
we love them. It could be Catholic Match. It could be the other one, Catholic. There's another one. Catholic
there's like-
singles.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then there's Catholic.
There's one for
Catholic mingles,
for
Catholic
for
thirsty,
traditionals.
Catholic traditionals.
That's
Yeah.
not okay.
Trad.
No.
It's trad something. Anyways.
Yeah. Numerous. And so people send these in, and she posts them, and
These like train wrecks of
I've
like,
never been on a Catholic dating site
never.
before.
Wait, look at me, Allie. Look at me. You've never
been on a
been on a dating
I've
site.
never been on a
I thought you
dating
did. I
site.
thought you created
No.
a profile your mom did for you.
No, my mom did not.
Well, me and her
I am
worked on that
almost
for a while,
29.
and it's really sad that she never got it finished.
Your face. No, I've never done. But I've heard. A lot of my friends have. A lot of my friends who are now married to their now spouse.
They're still on Catholic.
They're still
on Catholic
still
match.
Parisian, which is it's not right. You should get off now. But
They're
I've
just there for the
seen train
friendship.
wrecks. Oh my gosh, holy friendship.
Yeah, these are guard your heart.
So this when was this? 11 hours ago.
Ideal match. So what does it mean when it says ideal match?
I have no idea.
Does that mean
this
that
is like in their profile? Like this is what they themselves type
Oh,
out.
what they're looking
There's
for?
like some personal messages that are on this.
But
account,
yeah, I think it's
also some are like
like
they
in your bio.
They're like, this is what I want.
Okay, read this one,
my
Allie.
ideal match.
Looking for an attractive. Can you do your PSA song music
No.
again? Or anything
This needs
behind
to be
it?
just in the silence of our hearts.
Yeah. Okay.
God
That's probably
speaks.
smart.
Okay, so this is a man.
Okay.
And what he's looking
Yes.
for.
Looking for an attractive 20-something that wants to be a traditional Catholic housewife when she grows up. As I said, I am extremely traditional when it comes to relationships.
Extremely.
So I am immediately attracted to women who look and act stereotypically feminine. Think pinup, hourglass figure who also radiates those inner beauty traits such as empathy, kindness, deference, patience, and the like. That's good, okay. Even better if she can do all of this while wearing a dress, heels, and most importantly,
A smile. I think women, I really like this because I think women should never not smile. And actually, Allie, I've been meaning to mention to you that maybe you should smile more. Maybe you'd get more dates with guys. It's not true. It's satire. It's joking.
women, do you know what we need to do? Burn it to the ground. We're going to
Burn
burn
what to the ground?
this.
Oh no!
to the ground.
I'm talking about how ridiculous. No, that's called satire. I'm hyping up how ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
I love how he says, I'm immediately attracted to women who look and act stereotypically feminine, and then immediately goes to think pinup girl.
Yeah. Pin-up hourglass figure. What? Okay, but one of my favorite things is that comment by Riley Cosgrove. Not to be dramatic, but I want to die. There's so many exclamation points. Not to be dramatic.
I love how he says he's immediately attracted to women.
Yeah,
immediately attracted to women who look and act stereotypically feminine.
I think you need.
Which
is, there are some people though that they want. That's what they desire. They want to be the traditional Catholic housewife. Like they want to stay home and like do that.
Yeah. So is this wrong? Is it wrong to say, here's what I'm looking for? I'm looking for a woman that wants to stay home and make a smile and make a high heels and make a pinup.
Make a high heel.
And I want a pinup girl.
I want to make a high heel.
I mean, literally, this is a guy alone in his room going, what's my ideal? What's my dream? And he's just dreaming of heels and pinup girl, staying home with a smile, she has deference, and he's like looking up. he's like looking up dictionary words.
What does deference mean?
Yeah,
what
he's
deference
like,
mean?
I don't know.
Oh,
Sarah,
we should look that up. I was hoping you would know.
Is it wrong of a guy to say that? It feels wrong.
It does feel wrong. It just feels like
icky.
Yeah, it feels icky. What a great word.
No.
Deference means what?
Submission.
Oh.
Humble submission and respect.
But women's be submissive to your wives.
Sure. I'm all about Ephesians 6. Sure.
I mean, do you think that this website though sets people up to do this though? Because it's like, describe your ideal woman. How do you do that?
Oh, I thought you meant this Instagram account setting people up to make these ridiculous comments.
I'm saying okay, I've talked about this before on podcast somewhere, but there's an episode of, I think it was Reply All, and it was about the phenomenon of, and I'm doing the best I can. I really get insecure. I do really get insecure about talking about not racist stuff.
Oh, okay.
Ethnicities and race, because I don't want to be, I don't know what the rules are.
Well, in this climate too, where it's
I don't know
very
what the rules
much,
are.
very
but
big.
The podcast was about the phenomenon where, I even feel weird saying Asian women, but Asian women in particular are often over-sexualized. Like, and someone brought up an example. He said, if you search white woman on Google, you'll get like corporate white women. You'll get maybe some like hot actress. He said, if you search Asian women, it's all sexual fetish stuff.
Really?
Like it's all very sexualized. He said that I've never tested this. So
we're not going to test it now.
Yeah, we're not going to test it now, Sarah. So,
Sarah, please
but-
stop typing
My
it in.
hands are not on a keyboard.
So so it was a very interesting interview where they were interviewing people who go on dating sites where they only are looking for Asian women, and they're not Asian themselves. They're white men
Sure.
who are just trying to date Asian women.
Just trying.
And so the question was, and they were calling it I forget, yellow fever or something. They were like, they were calling it a thing, and there were people going on websites like this saying, I'm looking for a hot Asian girl who likes anime and blah blah blah, right? Boy. And towards the end, they were interviewing one of the Asian, like a woman of some type of Asian ethnicity who is also part of the podcast company or whatever, and they were asking her, do you think it's wrong for someone to have a preference for Asian women? And she said she struggled with it. I mean, she was like, yeah, I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong for someone to say they have a preference for Asian women. Now, particularly, it was set up as in like,
In that context?
well, what was kind of what a lot of the conversation was about was white men.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
so I mean, and I don't think that she particularly meant just white men, but like the whole thing was about non-Asian men seeking out Asian women, and like, is that somehow objectifying them? And, but it was really fascinating because I was like, man, at what point does preference become racist? Yeah, like at what point does preference become? I think the deeper, maybe theological thing is like, at what point are you objectifying a person and not open to like, I could come across a personality that could be wrapped in any ethnicity, and is or is not their ethnicity part of who they are?
It's like the same. I remember being in middle school and high school and going to different like women's session talks and like write down your list of qualities of like your ideal person. And I remember this one lady who's leading this talk said, you need to pray very specifically for your husband, future spouse. She's like, when I did it, I prayed for a Mexican man with green eyes, and that's what I got.
What?
And she said that in a thing. So they're like, you need to be super specific in doing
Weird.
that. And it's like that kind of mentality of like, it's so like, and I remember how damaging that was.
Yeah.
Like, like
Did
now
you only
in hindsight,
You've been praying for years for a Mexican man with green eyes,
and yeah,
because you're like, she's
single.
got a holy marriage,
Yeah.
and so you started praying for
Yeah,
that.
so
It's really interesting because like,
Crazy.
at what point, like people talk about this, like what type of guys do you find attractive? What type of girls do you find attractive?
And that's not bad to be like.
But see,
to
at
be
what point does it
attractive.
cross over into?
Sure. I think when it's super specific, like I think when it inhibits you from looking at like at anybody who comes, like if anybody who came across that you do not fit this ideal like X, Y, and Z, then it's automatic whatever.
You know what it reminds me of? I think The Office did a brilliant job of tackling kind of like race, ethnicity, issue, because Michael trying to be so positive, he's racist, and it's kind of like if someone's like, no, I love Asian women, no, I love, you know, it's like if you could say love too many times, and then it's like, chill out, because and isn't that such an interesting topic, especially for 2020, because if someone says, I love white women, and they're from a different country or something, and they're like, no. Like you could say, like someone could realistically, I love white women. I find them very beautiful and attractive. And you'd be like, fair. But if they're like, no, I love white women.
You're like, serial killer.
I've watched a lot of Jersey Shore, and I love Italian. You know, you'd be like, you'd feel
icky.
You'd feel a little objectified.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That your ethnicity is not attached to your person, to your identity as a person. But then there's another way in which your ethnicity is a part of who you are.
Sure.
You know,
your upbringing and culture.
what do you identify as, Allie, today?
I was going to ask you, what do you think my
2020?
ethnicity is?
I don't know. You know, I listened.
People are always like,
I think you're white. I just consider you white. We're white.
But like,
Okay.
deeper than
If I had to
that.
guess, I would think you were. Put your limbs out.
second time tonight, people.
Okay. I think you probably have a little like Northern European. So I'm gonna go maybe a little further north. I'm gonna say like.
I need countries. I don't really know my geography, so.
Okay, so I'm thinking a little north. I'm going north. Some type of like Scandinavian area, like Swedish, Nordic, German, Italian,
No.
Mexican,
No.
Canadian.
No.
I don't know. What are you?
Polish, Hungarian, and French.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I like the big.
Slavic
Classic-
and French.
Classic white. Classic white. Yeah, I'm apparently French Canadian.
Wait, me too.
Yeah.
French Canadian.
Yeah, that's
Wait,
why
I
we
think we
connect.
talked about this. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why.
Yeah.
What part of Canada?
Kommen Sie hier, bitte. Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Oui.
No. None of that was French Canadian.
Ja.
Und ja. Und ja, Frankfurter.
Und.
Oh,
Ja.
me gusta Frankfurter.
Ich liebe dich.
Ich liebe dich. I learned that in Germany.
Cultural. Wow, we
Yeah.
are so cultural.
Guten
Cultural.
Tag.
Guten Tag. When
Sprechen
I
Sie
went
Deutsch?
to Poland when I was in
Wiener
Rome,
Schnitzel.
and everyone looked like my aunt. Like they just looked like
Everyone where?
in Poland.
Oh, yeah.
Went to Poland.
Yeah.
And people would talk to me.
Babcia.
Babcia. I had a babcia.
The old
Yeah.
the old bag. My mother-in-law.
Don't say
Babcia.
that. Oh my, is she a
She's
babcia?
babcia. She's babcia.
No,
Yeah.
so my mom, she does not want to be babcia. 'Cause she's like, no, I have a babcia. I'm not babcia.
Yeah.
So we call her Misha because it's Michelle.
Now that sounds like
As
someone that lives
Misha.
in Brooklyn.
Okay,
And that's
well.
in like
I mean,
this
it's Russian.
Misha.
Kind of.
Oh,
Misha.
okay,
It sounds-
okay.
It's a
Russian.
Russian name.
Okay.
Misha. Yeah,
I
we
could
call,
see,
we
like,
call her
different
Misha.
in-
I
She
could
does
see
not want
like
to be babcia.
I could see like nobody messes with Misha, and then like
no,
take
Misha.
off her hoop
Your
earrings.
hoops,
Like nobody
yeah.
messes with
That's
Misha.
basically my mom, though,
Like
so.
someone from Miami.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Like,
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
mess with Misha.
Yeah.
You know, something like
That's
that.
like my mom.
So I dated a black girl.
Okay.
In kindergarten. Yeah, in Germany. So I had a very see. This is the thing is I don't really know that I understand race in the same way other people do because I moved around a ton.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Just don't see it.
I held hands with a black girl named Sonia in during reading story. We got in trouble. I think I mentioned this on the last podcast, maybe another podcast. But for some reason, my mom thought it was a great idea for me to invite her over my house. I just have a memory of me and her in my room reading a book on my bed.
Cute. Oh,
Which was a little too much for me. And I put my hand over her waist, and my mom called me. This is the earliest memory
How
of like.
old were you?
So this was like around first community. This is probably second grade.
Whoa.
Whatever age that was.
7, 8.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Very formative years. And my
Bold.
mom called me out and put her finger in my face and said, "You should not don't do that. Don't touch her." And I was like, I can't control it. I don't see color. I just, yeah.
It just goes around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I thought she was very cute. Sonia was very
you're
cute.
on
I would
your
love to
bed.
meet her today. Like I thought,
Wow, Sonia,
that'd be cool.
if you're out there, that would be really
If
cool.
she has memories of like, there was this white boy.
well, now that you mention it,
held his hand.
Sonia, come on out. Wouldn't that be crazy? Oh my gosh.
so that was in Germany. So I'm learning German.
yeah.
Around Germans and like in the military, like all different types of ethnicities of all different ranks.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not like you don't have an idea that anyone's better or worse than any. At least for me as a kid, my perception was like,
Yeah.
I mean, Colin Powell is a black man who's like
Mm-hmm.
an important general in the military. Like, so like, and then I moved to Biloxi, Mississippi, Jefferson Elementary, where it was like lunch was like 400 black kids and me.
Nice.
And then moved to Milton, New Hampshire, where it was like,
you have been all over.
I've been everywhere, man. So then
Everywhere, man.
I moved to, this is all before fifth grade. So then I moved to Milton, New Hampshire, where the high school cafeteria is like 30 white kids and me. And like, there's the poor part of Milton, all white kids. And then there's like the kind of nicer, but it's really small town. And then like Biloxi, Mississippi, like I'm the minority. Then I grew up at a parish, mostly in Florida. That's like the majority of it is Hispanic or Spanish or whatever. So like, I don't know. Like
You have been everywhere, man.
I don't see color. I think I'm woke.
You're woke.
I'm woke.
Oh my gosh.
So I have a right to say that because.
So speaking of dating, dating is crazy.
So would you date of all the ethnicities? Which is the one you would least
Really?
like to marry?
Wait a minute.
If you just had to pick one,
No.
I've had people
No.
actually ask me, like guy
Really?
friends ask me that question, and I'm
ask you that in serious. I'm joking.
in all seriousness,
I'm joking.
I've had people ask
Yeah,
me
I'm
that
joking.
Wow.
Okay, so at
Oh,
what
yeah, I
point,
know
like,
you're-
if your future husband, you get married. So imagine you get married.
He's probably watching right now.
And
Hi.
you should pray for him. He has green
Yeah.
eyes and he's Mexican. Imagine you get married, and then later you find out that your husband says, "You know what? I really have a thing for Slavic, French Canadian, Polish."
But like that's good,
Wait,
babe,
what's
because
the
we're
third one?
married.
What's the third one?
Polish, Hungarian, and French.
Like, what if he was like, "I love French, Polish, Hungarian women"?
I said that's really good because that's exactly what
But
I
what
am.
if he was like, "No, only look for and think it's super
How
attractive
okay.
is he? How attractive is he? He's an 8. Let's be serious. You probably get
I don't
maybe
go
you could
below.
maybe you could get a 9, but probably an 8. No, I'm just being,
Well, how long have you been married for?
that would change it.
No, because I'd be like, well,
You've been
good
married
thing.
6 months.
Good job, because we've been married for 6 months. So you got it. I
How
don't
would
know.
that
Why,
change
I don't
it?
know how. Why would that change it? If he
No,
if
that's what I'm
he
saying.
came
Like,
up?
at what point would it be like if a guy is like has this like the podcast was talking about like yellow fever, like
I
objectifying
think if someone
Asian
started
women.
that way and like, oh yeah, like I'm really into that. That's creepy.
Yeah.
But like after, if we're married, not as creepy.
If they're not,
I don't marry creepy people.
Wait, what do you mean after? If it's not
Like if someone started the relationship that way.
no.
like,
I mean, like he's going through life only dating Hungarian, Polish, French, Canadian women
Oh.
and like seeking them out.
I don't
Like
know.
at what point is that objectification of your ethnicity instead of looking for like someone? Wouldn't you at a certain point just be like, don't you just like me for me? You're like, no,
Not
no.
my Polish heritage?
Yeah, and you're like, I only date
my
women
Polish cheeks.
with what color are your eyes?
Green, mostly green. They change.
If he was like, no, I only date women with green eyes, wouldn't you feel a little like objectified? Be like, well, I thought you just like me.
I don't know how I would feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
How would you feel?
If I was dating a guy that only dated me for my green eyes, I'd be like, you're colorblind because my eyes are brown.
Yeah. How dare you? Are you blind?
And how did we get in this relationship?
Yeah.
Because I'm
I'd
not
be like,
attracted
I'm married
to
and I
men.
have 5 kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So that'd be
that's
kind of
true.
strange.
Yeah.
Let's read another one from Catholic Dating Nightmares.
Okay. Do you want me to read this one?
I'll read it. So I'll pretend
Okay.
to be this guy.
Okay. So this is a direct message
this is
to
a DM.
It's a
someone.
private message. Yeah.
So how does he know? Okay.
Okay.
Hello, blank. You're not a particularly interesting woman, as your faith seems to be pretty tepid. But if you would like to correspond after going through my profile, then feel free to message back.
He didn't even give like he just put his name down there, like not a
What a
bye
weird,
or
what a weird thing
See,
to say.
and this is why
and I
I'm
liked this. Look, liked by
terrified.
Edmund Mitchell. I
Someone's
was like,
been
you haven't
perusing.
DMing? That's how I open.
Oh man!
When I DM people, that's what I DM them.
Hey, Brianna Weber. She commented. I know her.
Wow.
Wow, small
You know
world.
people.
Wow, this is why if it's the same Brianna Weber, then no. This is why I'm terrified of online date. Like I'm just like,
Now
I
it
don't
works.
know.
I know people that
I know
have
it
gotten
doesn't-
married.
Me too. I have so many friends.
It can work.
I have a friend right now that she's engaged. She's getting married in August. Her future spouse and fiance is the only guy that she messaged on. I think it was Catholic Match or
The
something.
only guy.
Like they just hit it off, and so she got rid of it. Like that was the one guy. So
The
I'm like,
first guy she met.
I mean, there's like occupations out there where it's like hard to date, and you want to look for
Right.
those people.
Like,
but
what kind
there's
of
also
occupations?
Just a lot of creeps.
What kind of occupation?
I know there's
Like a brain surgeon. Like my chemistry teacher in high school
It was
went
hard
on
to date.
Catholic
Yeah.
Match,
Yeah.
and like he's a brain surgeon.
Yeah.
He doesn't have time. He's like paged.
Yeah.
And she
He's, like,
won
elbows-
the
Usually
lottery.
the older you get, the older you
Yeah.
get, the harder. I mean, it's oh my god, it's a rough world out there.
You're drying
And
up
About
fast.
ages in
my
dating.
eggs are.
Have you thought about freezing them? That's not allowed.
No, I'm not
You
going to do
can't
that.
It's
No,
not
I
allowed.
don't want to do that.
Yeah.
No. So anyway, yeah, Catholic online dating. I don't know. I don't know.
It's weird because it makes like front and center some of the accidents, right? I think that's a philosophical.
Wow, that was very.
So there's the form and the
Yeah.
substance, and then there's the accidents, like the trappings of our body.
that is,
But it's
front
like
and center.
you're just seeing brown hair. Well, how much do you see on Catholic Match though?
I'm sure it's just a.
Do you literally
It's
list
probably
like,
like every other dating site where it's like your description,
picture?
your picture
Yeah.
that you choose, or like a series of pictures.
Like
but will it be
interests.
stats?
Yeah.
Will it be like 5'2",
could
200
be,
pounds,
I don't know.
woman?
Some of them do that.
Oh, do
Yeah,
you think
but I
Catholic
don't know
Match?
if that's Catholic Match because I have never.
But
We
that's
need to
what-
stop
one
saying
of my-
Catholic Match because if they want to do an
Oh,
ad,
yeah.
they can totally do an ad, and
Yeah.
we're right in their
Beep
demographic.
those out
It's
every
Catholic
time.
Match, and there are other dating sites. So we're talking about any of the dating sites.
I'm
Beep
going
it out
off
so they don't know.
OkCupid. There was a dark moment in my life where I was like, let's
Let's
try this
try
out.
it,
I
yeah.
want to see what this is
Yeah.
about. And I was
Oh.
like, men are very creepy.
Yeah.
And I want to back away
Yeah,
as
all of
slowly
our
as
kids,
possible.
our kids will try when we get older. Our kids will try some of this at some
Our
point.
kids
They'll
definitely
experiment,
will.
and we just have
Yeah,
to
our
prepare them
children
for
that
that.
I have. But one of my friends who's using Catholic, I don't know if she still is anymore, but she was, and she said it was very hard to not be super shallow and like, actually, I don't find you try. So it's just like immediately like, no. Like it's because it's so much about like the picture and the stats. But
if you were at a praise and worship dance off,
yeah, I love those.
and you're walking through the crowd,
and I see him, and he's just.
Now, but you would as you're walking through the crowd, you're not literally swiping like no.
That's true.
But you are like going,
true.
friend zone.
Yeah, absolutely
Don't want to talk to you.
No,
absolutely
please
not.
Stop looking at me,
Should
sir.
work out. Like
have my children. It's like, yeah.
And then you're like, wow, we should talk more. What is this?
This is applicable.
Church girls in a nutshell. Nobody wants to date me. I want to date you. Go away.
It's so true.
It's very true.
So true. That's exactly what you're just saying.
Yeah.
That's very
It's
true.
like no one wants to date me. All these creepy guys come out of nowhere, and you're like,
go away.
no.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I just want someone who loves Jesus a lot and wants to build a kingdom, and I'm attracted to them. So
I think the right state of mind to not be racist or to not be just a jerk is to just be open to you're walking through the rye, someone else is coming through the rye, and you meet, and maybe you give them a good day, governor, or maybe you give them
one of these,
or maybe you give them you look fecund. Let's explore sacramental grace together.
Oh my god.
So we have questions for you, Allie.
Okay.
People want to know.
On the gram?
This is related. A sister asked, what are the joys and challenges in your state of life now?
A sister? Like a religious sister?
Sister Magdalene FSP says...
Oh, yes, I know her.
Now, there's more to her question, but when she just asked, what are the joys and challenges in your state of life? I feel like, that's a little
like
aggressive.
My single life.
Like
in your single life?
What are the joys? But she said, as a youth minister and as an artist.
Oh, okay. So what are the joys and graces?
No. What are the joys and challenges in your state of life now? Now you quit as a youth minister because you've given up on kids.
Oh my gosh. No, I officially resigned. Oh,
but you still work there.
Yes, until the end of July.
That's how Allie resigns. Hello, I'm quitting.
Listen,
and
they don't have anybody else.
My quit date is next
year. The quit date is July, end of July. I'm not going to put that on the mission trip. We're ending a mission trip. It's going to be great. So I believe the Lord's calling me to do other things, and I'm taking to go do. So
what are the joys and challenges of your state in life right now?
Joys. Well, I am still a youth minister. Joys, walking. I'm discipling one girl right now who's a senior in high school, and she just seeing people fall in love with Jesus is like one of the best things. We do praise and worship at to end our youth nights on Sunday, and I'm lead praise and worship, so I'm up on the stage leading it.
Praise and worship.
I lead.
That's
the
your position.
Praise and worship.
Praise and worship.
I'm the lead. I'm the lead worshiper. So
yeah.
And I also lead it.
Okay.
And to hear all our students singing so incredibly loud, and it's not an obnoxious, like at first, you kind of like, okay, but then it's not obnoxious.
How did you get your kids into that? We've never been able to get because there's kind of a tipping point where you get enough kids who understand praise and worship.
Yeah. It's taken years to build that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Because that's always, I've been, in my 7 years of youth ministry, I felt like we never, with the crowd, with a group of people, were able to get enough because
serious about
because
it.
if there's not enough kids that are serious about it, everyone's just too insecure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That even if they want to pray and get into it, they're like, no one's doing this.
Yeah. Oh, I think though too with and I think it's different at St. Francis, but ours we do. Oh,
you mean
6
because
through
we're not
12.
as holy? Like
no.
as much Holy Spirit.
Would you just like let me finish?
Oh, it's different there.
You guys probably have like a different.
Is it because we have female altar service? Because I was afraid that was why.
No, because we have 6 through 12. So from 6th grade, you're seeing older kids doing this.
Yeah.
And so it's just building that culture
Gosh,
where
amazing.
if it's like changed and you come in.
I'm super jealous. I feel insecure about that.
I'm sorry.
That we haven't been able to.
It just takes, it's just building. But that's honestly one of the greatest joys to see them. We just had a confirmation night and it was on the Eucharist, and we had parents come. So we ended with adoration and we were doing music with that. And it was the kids that were singing louder than the parents. And it was just so, so amazing. So one of the greatest joys, having people fall in love with Jesus, one-on-ones, challenging.
Not being married.
not being married. Oh my gosh. No, that's not a challenge. I'm fine. Very content.
Really? You don't want to overcome that? You're just going to consecrated celibate? Has that crossed your mind, consecrated celibate?
I mean,
'Cause
being
that's the thing.
single
And you
for
could
Jesus.
do that, and we wouldn't judge you, and Sarah would not. She would still be friends with you.
Thank you. Thanks, Sarah.
I know consecrated.
Yeah. No, I do
I mean,
too.
it's not out of the realm of possibility, but I would like to get
Have you
married.
thought about it?
I would like to get married.
So is it a challenge for you?
No, I mean, I guess it is, but I'm thinking more challenges of like students that don't love Jesus, and you can tell. Like,
Oh yeah, the
like
students
that
where
more.
you're talking to their parents and you're like, "Hey, Diane, don't force your kid to come, please."
please, because it's ruining.
Yeah, it's like ruining.
Oh
He
my
doesn't want to be
gosh.
here.
Yeah,
And like we've tried this for 6 months. Like,
it's been years.
how about just don't?
Yeah,
Send him.
Yeah,
But
I don't
see,
think this
I
is
think a lot
helping.
a lot of those parents though are afraid because they're like, this is the last chance. If you can't make them love
Yeah.
Jesus, then
which is
what
such
hope do we have?
Which is such a parents, if you're listening, we have 2 hours with them.
I'm a parent
on a
and I'm
Sunday.
listening.
Listen, parent,
Yeah.
we have 2 hours with them on a Sunday. We did the total math of how long we meet during the year, and it's 52 hours.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's it.
It's crazy.
How am I supposed to make your kid love Jesus
Yeah.
in 52 hours?
you might be able to help some people move.
Yeah,
But-
maybe move to a
but-
different threshold. Yeah,
But the perfect youth ministry model is loving a child for 18 years of their life.
exactly,
And living
showing
with them.
Wow, that's a great youth ministry model.
Because safe environment will not, right now, currently will not let you live with teens that are not
not
your
now,
own.
nor
Yeah.
would I want to.
Yeah.
unless
'cause
they're my
they
own children.
smell and they're obnoxious.
Gosh, so obnoxious. Yeah,
But they're great.
Yeah.
Because at least
They're
they're
so
willing.
funny.
And they're willing to change.
Yeah,
That's the
for
other
the
thing
most
is
part.
a lot of adults are like, nah, I'm stuck in my ways. This is how I am.
And it's so cool. One of the coolest things is to see someone have like like a definite encounter experience with God, and their little minds just blown, and then walking them through the next steps. Like
Yeah, like
that's just
figuring
the
out.
coolest, because
Yeah.
it reminds you too of when you first had that happen to you when you were
Yeah.
young,
Yeah.
or whatever, in whatever time period in your life. But that first encounter moment, you're like, oh, I know how impactful this is going to
Yeah.
be in your life
Yeah,
for
yeah.
forever.
Yeah, and
So
because
cool.
a lot of teens, especially like today, they're growing up with people just trying to force
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
And so they're like, I don't care.
Yeah.
And then when they have that encounter for the first time, they're motivated. They're like, now tell me everything about this person.
And there's so many people out there that downgrade or downplay the emotional experience,
Yeah.
or they and there's a time and place where you don't want to manipulate emotions or manipulate a conversion,
Yeah.
but there's so much emphasis I have found with like older people. I'm like, no, they just need to know. If they just knew the faith, then they'll
Yeah.
never leave.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, but if they've never met Jesus,
Yeah.
and then I don't
Yeah.
see the point. And so not that we just are uber aware of facilitating an encounter with God. How can we
Yeah.
do that at every time we meet? Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I love that quote by Pope Benedict where he says, like, faith is an adherence of the whole of man
Yeah.
to Jesus Christ. And
Yeah.
it's the whole, like the intellect, the will, and
Yeah.
the heart.
Yeah.
Which I've been getting really into Dietrich von Hildebrand. And he
Name
has,
dropping.
he
Okay.
has work. So his whole thing is on trying to reclaim the heart as not being just like, oh, the heart's just part of your passions and it's a
Yeah.
lesser thing and
Yeah.
it's just the intellect and the will.
And you have to like,
Yeah, he tries to like, no, the heart is a legitimate part of our being. It's
Yeah.
like, the Bible says it's where you live and move and have your being. It's like the
Mm-hmm.
deepest part of you. The Catechism says that, but in like classic, as I understand it, as an amateur,
Wellspring of life.
yeah, as an amateur philosopher and theologian, it's like sometimes we overemphasize the intellect and the will without much attention to the heart.
we think it's like the higher, like more noble, I think.
Yeah.
Like that's what we should strive for. That's the more noble. And it's like, that's why I have such a big issue with people these different youth programs that are out there, that it's like, oh, that's just an emotional experience. And like, that's too Protestant. That's like, whatever. And it's like, I just want to say words that are not in the Bible to you right
Yeah.
now, because it's so infuriating.
Like Raka.
yeah. Is that
That's
in the Bible? Oh,
yeah.
no. Words that aren't in the Bible.
Oh, okay.
That
Like
start
what?
with certain letters.
Like,
finger foods.
yeah, finger food.
Finger foods.
Finger food,
yeah.
You
Yeah.
farting man.
Finnegan.
You fart Finnegan. Farting.
Yeah, basically. I mean, you look at Ezekiel and like the transformation of the heart, and that's like the biggest emphasis in Ezekiel is like, I want to give you a natural heart. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to give you a natural intellect.
Yeah.
I don't want to give you a natural like that.
Yeah.
I want to give you a natural heart, like heart transformation.
Yeah. And I don't want to make this to be like Saint Aquinas or Thomas Aquinas was not about the heart, because he was. I mean, he loved
Yeah.
the Lord. But when you look at the difference between Saint Bonaventure and Saint Thomas Aquinas, I think at one point Thomas Aquinas, from what I remember from my bachelor's degree, just whatever, it's like nothing.
Sure,
but
yeah.
from what I remember, like Thomas Aquinas, the greatest good for Thomas Aquinas was to know the Lord. But for Bonaventure, right, the seraphim, like the greatest good for him was to love the Lord. And so they're both good.
How can you marry the two?
Exactly.
I think they are married.
Exactly.
Ooh.
Bonaventure and Thomas Aquinas were married?
No. Because the more you know someone,
the more you love them.
You have to love them.
Yeah.
So I think actually the root of Thomas Aquinas is the heart. And I think the Lord transforms through the heart. Like, you're not going to have a conversion through your mind. Like, you might. Like, it'll help get you to the heart.
You can, and people do.
But I think ultimately,
it has
the
to
Lord
be.
encounters you through your heart.
Yeah.
To fall more in love with Jesus.
Yeah. That's why I love reading this Hildebrand and you know, it's weird because it reinforces stuff that maybe I already have had hunches about. So I'm not sure if I'm just, you know, checking my biases or what's it called, like confirmation bias.
Yeah.
Where I'm just looking for stuff that supports. But anytime someone said, one big thing in college that was really popular was someone would say, I feel like.
Yes, instead of I think.
And someone would say, don't say that.
And you say
I think.
Yeah. Oh,
and it's
man.
like, well, no. Like, what I mean when I say I feel is like, I'm using my intuition, and I have not reasoned this out yet.
Yeah.
My intuition, my gut sense.
I love that.
There is a conscience. There's an intuition. There's something deeper than my intellect right now. Like, I don't have to reason that kicking a baby, as my philosopher said, when you see a football player punt a baby down the street, you don't have to reason that that's wrong. You're just like, you just feel
that's
like,
wrong.
Hey, that's wrong.
Yeah.
Don't kick babies.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Thank you, Age of Enlightenment.
Sponsored by.
So let's go to.
Were there any more questions?
Oh yeah, there were.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just eating my chicken.
Gabby M. Taylor says, if you had to describe yourself as a coffee, what would it be? Do you drink coffee?
Yes, with stuff in it. I can't do black coffee.
With stuff in it.
My favorite
stuff?
Starbucks drink. I like creamers. My favorite Starbucks drink, which they just pulled it out from under me. Like they didn't even announce it that, hey, this is going away soon. Pumpkin cream cold brew.
Ooh.
So it's like the cold brew. So you get the
so
energy,
good.
but it's also like the sweetness. But you also get like the bitter. That's me.
Okay. You eat that chicken tender on camera. Is this what you normally do when you're on a very professional show? I'm just like with friends. I'm actually honored that you're eating a Whataburger chicken tender on camera
at 10:03 p.m.
into the microphone.
I'm so sorry.
ASMR.
No, I'm really flattered. No, I'm flattered. I'm really flattered because I value, like, there's no segments, there's no planning, there's no yeah, we don't care. Like, screw Catholic dating sites.
Yeah.
Okay. Nick James Longo says, how do you feel about Edmund's bit about prayer on the podcast? Which
I thought it was
shout
hilarious.
out to James Longo. He's a great podcast. How do you feel about that bit?
I
don't really ask you guys for permission. It just happens.
don't. Which I think is a great quality of our friendship for the most part. You just do things.
Well, if I would have just sprung the topic on you that I texted you, that would not have been good.
Oh yeah. Well, there's like prudence.
Okay.
So
if I ever do something that makes you uncomfortable, have you had to handle something that you didn't want to do that I forced upon you?
not yet.
Really?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I'll
I
let
always
you know.
assume that there's like at least 10%.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
Emily M. Leadham, she has a great podcast that I also was on, and that it's really great podcast. Lead 'em to Life. She works for the Diocese of something. She's asking, will Allie come on Lead 'em to Life for real?
Sure. What's the podcast about?
It's kind of about marriage, but it's also just kind of about dating.
I
and
will
life.
definitely be on there for marriage.
You'd be a great guest.
Yeah.
She's really cool.
Marriage
it was really
tips.
fun to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should go on. Your cell phone number is
214.
Okay, 214.
Beep beep beep.
Okay.
Beep 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 beep.
Emily, DM Allie. She'll get back to you.
Wait. Can I? Oh, Emily. Oh, can I say something though about that? About giving my phone number out?
Yeah.
I'm not going to. But today I got a message. I got a card in the mail, and it was from the Diocese of Orlando. It's like, I don't know if I've ever been to Orlando, and it was the youth minister there. I guess he's a diocesan. And he sent me this like really beautiful thank you card of like, thank you for working in the vineyard and inspiring me and all this stuff. And I've never met this guy before.
Single?
I have no idea.
We should find out.
But it was one of
What's
those
his
of
name?
like, it was one of those of
Look
like,
it up.
how does he know my address? I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know if I've ever met him before.
Did you perform there? Or
No.
did you do a thing, work in the vineyard?
know.
Did you work in his vineyard there?
I didn't know. Don't make it weird.
I'm just wondering.
No.
An address isn't something you can just like
Right.
mess up.
And then, and so I told my mom, I was like, maybe I should get a P.O. box.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I think I should. It was very flattering. And
You have 20,000 followers on
interesting.
Instagram.
I do not have 20,000.
How many do you have? 20
18,000.
million?
What? Send them my way. Send them to my art Instagram.
Yeah, so you need
You
to
have
be.
an art Instagram?
I do.
What?
I can pull it up.
Okay, please do.
Okay, the poll with Soul asks, so apparently she's Polish. Did you get comments about your tiny hands photo?
Oh, for sure.
How did they let you do that?
You
Was
asked
the
for
pastor mad?
forgiveness, not permission.
Oh, okay.
Well, it was one of those, we honestly, Life Touch came in and I had to take my staff picture, and I was like, I did a lot of different poses, but I was like, our family did one with tiny hands. I was like, I'd like to do one with tiny hands. And they said, okay, which one do you want for your staff picture?
We'll look at your art, but can you also pull up, is it on your Instagram?
Yeah, on my personal one.
The tiny hands photo?
Yeah.
Just type in Instagram.
But my personal is private. So
what? No, but you're logged into my account.
Oh, okay.
Probably, so.
Yeah.
So you just asked for forgiveness.
So, they were like, which one do you want?
Allie Hoffman.
AMJ Hoffman. Or
AMJ
Allie
Hoffman.
They were like, which one do you want as your, just ALI. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
As your staff picture. And I said, I can choose one. I said, I want that one.
Yeah.
And I thought it was going to have to be approved or anything. Nope.
Wow.
No approval.
Okay, so there's
there
the one
is.
of the family with tiny hands and then Allie with tiny hands.
I love it. I love it.
Your family is so hilarious.
Yep.
That's amazing.
My dad hates that picture because he can see the white undershirt. But we're like, Dad,
Really?
we have to have this. Oh, yeah. He's like, that looks so
Literally
bad.
Never
He wanted another
Who
one, but
cares? Who cares?
that's what I said. I was like, Dad.
You can see mom's mommy pants' white undershirt too.
No, but that's like supposed to be there.
Yeah, you can see
like-
mommy bear's blouse and you can
please
see
don't
Michael
call her.
Hoffman's blouse.
Please don't
It's not a
call
big
her-
deal.
Please don't call her Mommy Bear.
Well, what do you want to call her, Babcha? No,
Misha.
I'm not calling her Misha. No one mess with Misha. You don't mess with Misha, baby. Okay, we go out to the bar.
That's in our new parish directory.
Okay,
And then-
Providential Co. says, how does Allie praise Jesus so big with hands so tiny?
Girl, I just live in Texas. It's just a part of us. Go big or go home. Amen and amen.
Okay, uncomfortable.
I put a praise on it.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, that's all the questions we had on Instagram.
Amen and
Thanks for
amen.
sending it in. I think we have a voicemail too that we need to do. Oh, there's Allie. Okay, let's listen to this voicemail. This is from Connor Flanagan.
Connor.
It's a little too long, but it just barely fit.
It's a little too long.
What up, the show? This is Connor Flanagan, one of your absolute biggest fans and friends of what you're doing.
He's so good.
Yo, I'm going to take advantage of being on the show. You better play this voicemail.
sound okay in the
I'm
headphones?
on my way to get a haircut. I love getting a haircut. Makes me feel so good about my
Come
day
on,
and my
Connor,
life.
freaking-
Anyways, and it just dawned on me, if the show had a visual appearance, what would the show's haircut be? Would it be a tight fade into a nicely trimmed beard?
Guy talk.
Is it just bald? Has the show got no hair going on? I want to know. If the show had a visual appearance and had to get a haircut, what kind of haircut would the show have? It's a big decision, so I'm excited to listen and to hear what you guys decide. All right,
Okay,
peace.
that's Connor Flanagan.
Thanks, Connor.
Is
He's-
it okay that he has a preference for what the show looks like, though?
Does he have a preference? Oh,
Yes,
that's
okay.
a callback.
Or is it
Hot damn!
loop?
Callback.
There it is.
So that's Connor Flanagan.
Connor, such a
he
good guy.
is releasing a podcast. I don't know if it's out yet or it's not. It's called Full Time Dreamer, and he's been a huge supporter of the show. He came on the
amazing
show.
music.
His episode was really all time. The first time he came on the show, me and Nick, he brought a smoke gun or
Yeah,
smoke thing,
that made it
smoke
into the
cannon, and it
intro.
was just really great.
Yeah.
he definitely changed the direction of this show. So if the show had a look,
Like, person embodiment of the show, haircut. Just don't think about it. Go.
I mean, I think in the back it would be a mullet.
Sure. Yeah.
I think on the sides it'd be real like a fade.
Oh, not like lamb chops?
Well, no, it'd be like zero.
Yeah.
And fade up into kind of a D'Ambrosio area.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then hard part.
Yeah. Oh,
it's
yeah.
a hard part,
Yeah.
like where you take the clippers and you just kind of hard part
You like
it.
just make a gouge like of
Yeah,
hair,
it's like-
like
it's
it's
like-
like an inch.
Yeah. It's like
it's like hard.
part the Nile.
It's like Moses did a
is
work.
it the Red Sea or the Nile? That
The Red Sea.
Moses parted the
Red Sea.
Yeah. So part the Red Sea.
Yeah.
2 fingers deep.
Wait, can that actually be a haircut?
Yeah, 2 fingers
I want the
deep.
Red Sea.
I want the Red Sea.
I want the parted Red Sea.
I want 2 fingers.
Say no more.
Just so that enough Israelites can cross.
just enough,
They're not
though.
Israelites. Back then they
They
were
were Israelites.
Well, no, but what's the
Yeah.
other one? There's Israelites. Before that, they were
Hebrews.
Hebrews. They were Hebrews. So because they hadn't been in Israel
sure,
yet.
sure.
All right. Listen to Jeff Caven's great adventure about the
Okay,
timeline.
you know
Please,
what?
24 weeks.
Keep
You have
going,
enough.
keep
You know
going.
what? Jesus
You know
suffered
what?
and died for you for
my
3
gosh,
years.
yeah.
You can give him 24
Yeah,
weeks.
if you could just continue with your fade.
AscensionPress.com.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So
They're not sponsors.
or .org. So it would have the 2 finger part.
Yeah, with the Nile.
to the side.
Yeah.
The mullet in the back. I think it would have frosted tips though.
It's a lot going on.
Like it would be dark brown.
Yeah.
Like dark brown like
heavy
mine.
dark.
It would be like Burt Reynolds dark.
Wow.
With a big handlebar. But no,
Oh, so we're all facial hair.
yeah, big mustache.
Yeah.
Clean around the sides.
What about your more feminine viewers? How do they fit in this
Oh, what do you
in
mean?
this like show? Like
Well, I think this helps them stay fertile and and get pregnant. I think
is
this.
it the mustache?
No, I just what?
What?
No, I just think in general, it's gonna be.
I don't know. That's a lot going on.
It's attractive.
The deep Red Sea
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Little Moses.
So I think that is what
Connor,
would
great
represent the
question.
show. Yeah,
That was a really
it's
good
not
question.
fully professional because we're not.
Yeah, we're not like super serious.
Yeah, well, we're not self-conscious of presenting ourselves,
Right. Like I'm eating chicken.
But also, we have a little bit of style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have shoes on.
These are some nice shoes.
And those are really nice shoes.
Listen,
why didn't you show the
freaking-
people the shoes?
Freaking, all of you chill out about me
I
not
really
wearing
like them.
shoes. No,
It's
everyone's been
only
giving me
because
crap.
I just saw that. I just listened to the episode,
No.
and that was a huge deal.
Everyone's been giving me crap online because apparently it's a big thing that I hardly ever wear shoes
don't
like
think it's a big
around. As much as I can, I don't wear shoes. I also don't wear socks as much as I can.
I don't like wearing socks either.
So
My feet are
when I took a
horribly
picture, I took a selfie of me in a room and I didn't have shoes on, and people were like, "This."
Really?
When Benny came over, he was like,
Your new best friend?
First of all, as soon as he walked in the door, he was like, "First of all, love that you don't have shoes. Indians never wear shoes. We're already connecting."
Wow.
And I was like, "Boom!"
From the get go.
I was like, "Boom, diggity."
I don't think it's an issue. I just
Anyway,
think
so I
those
bought
are
these shoes because
cool
I needed
shoes.
new running shoes. I've been wearing the same running shoes for like 4 years.
Do you
and
run?
The way you said that.
No.
Did you see the way she said that?
Did you
It was
see?
so
Wait, just listen to that
condescending.
sentence. Did you
The way
see
you
the
said-
way you said that? That
The
does not
way
make
you
sense.
said,
No,
Do you
no,
run?
no! I did not say it like that.
I said,
Rewind
I've had
the
running
tapes.
shoes.
Rewind the tapes.
I said, I've had
No,
running
no,
shoes
no.
for 4 years. And you said,
No.
"Do you run?"
No, it was like, oh, do you? It was like do you run? Like, huh?
Do I need to show you my body?
No,
No one.
Do I
is
need to
asking.
show you?
no,
No
one
one
needs
is
to see that.
asking.
No.
Do I need to show you my
The
runner's
show,
body?
This show is going
Because it's apparently
way,
not.
way.
Is it not
down a
self-apparent that I
different turn.
run?
Different
Okay,
turn.
so I've had the shoes for a long time. Whatever. I could have run 3 times a year, but over 5 years, that's like 15
Yeah,
times.
sure.
So the soles.
rough
They look a little new.
Grapevine
They look a little new.
streets.
No, these are new.
Okay.
But the old ones I had, the soles, the rubber on the soles completely was gone.
Those are nice. I like
So
those.
I had to buy some that looked kind of like me. Anyways, also I was a little like, I need to wear some nicer shoes because people are giving me a hard time about the other shoes. I just don't wear
You know
socks.
what? Live your life.
Yeah. So I won't
Nice.
tell you what my roommate used to call socks like these. I'll tell you after the show.
Okay.
It's
Perfect.
insensitive.
Okay. Does it
someone
have
put
anything
that
to
in.
do with what we're not supposed to talk about?
Maybe.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
Okay. So there's that. So we got the voicemail.
There's that. Okay.
What else we got?
Choose.
What else were we supposed to talk about? Oh, current events. You know
some
what
current
sucks
events?
about having Sarah here?
Interesting.
What?
You
Okay.
go on.
Continue.
One of my favorite bits on the show is trying to get you to read the news.
Allie's news?
Allie's news.
Ridiculous.
We're gonna have to. Sarah and I are gonna work to. So what we would do is we try to get Allie to say,
the
hi,
intro?
this is Allie with the news.
And I did it so well every time.
Anyways, okay.
And you'd yell at me.
So should we go to current events? Let's go to
should.
current events. All right.
Okay. What?
First up, some people can make a roaring sound in their ears just by tensing a muscle.
I just did it.
I can't do it.
Really?
I can do it.
Some of the population can.
You can
according
do
to
it?
this.
Yeah.
What does it look like when you do it? See, you move your ears when you do it.
Are they moving?
Yeah, did you not know that?
No.
You don't know this?
They're not moving.
No, they do. They move
really?
up.
Like what part? Like the whole thing?
Do it right now. Yes, they move up. I'll record it.
Okay. Record it.
Okay, wait.
What? You can't do it?
I can't do it.
Okay,
Ready?
tense it. Yeah, it moved up.
Let me see. You should do it slow-mo. Oh
Now,
my
wait.
gosh.
Okay, now look at this. You're not going to be able to see this 100% on camera, but look at my ears. Can you see my ears?
Yeah. Oh, I can't do that.
You can. You did it.
Well,
So I can move one or the other or both ears.
I don't think I can do one or the other. It has to be both.
I feel cheated.
Now, listen. When I make the roaring sound, I can...
You just did the like constipated face. It's really not that funny, but now that you're just staring at me, that was a really funny face.
Listen,
I'm so sorry.
this show is supposed to be us being vulnerable with one another and being open and honest.
No, keep going. It's
Okay.
Okay.
But when I'm myself and
Okay.
you laugh at me,
No,
it makes me feel like a horrible
No, I'm
garbage
not
person.
laughing.
It makes me feel like a garbage trash person. Like the body that the Lord made for me,
Get worse.
that the body that the Lord made for me is horrible garbage that
Okay,
you laugh at.
do it again.
Do you
the
laugh
face
at my
again.
body?
It just looks like you're
Okay.
about to poop. Okay, do it again.
I'm sorry. That's
sorry.
how it looks like when I make the roaring sound. I just. It's not a thing you make in your ears.
Okay, no. Okay, yeah.
This article says that when you tense
Okay.
a muscle, it can make a roaring sound. Some people can do this. And so when I do it, when you do it, it looks like what? You just move your ears. How beautiful.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Okay, no, just you
I'm
do
going
it.
to try
Okay.
to do it without.
Do you want me to record?
No. So I can do it by closing my eyes. For some reason, if I close my eyes and go like that, it makes the sound.
Okay.
When I try to do it with my eyes open, okay, and I actually sent this to Sarah, so I was trying this. I was laying in bed and I was trying to do this. I don't know what it is. I just did then.
To one side.
It's like certain. Okay, now let me try. I can just.
Stop it.
I did it. That was me.
Did you do it?
Yes, it did.
Really? Do it again.
I'm being serious. Okay, wait. You're making me laugh. When I laugh, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, but it's like it's a muscle in your. It's a muscle in your ears. Okay.
Hold on. No. Wait, I'm not ready. Hold on.
So apparently, some people can do this and some can't.
Okay.
And yeah, what else is the deal with this here? Okay, here we go. I'm going to do it. Okay.
Okay. Recording. No, don't move your face.
Okay.
Okay, go. Yeah, I look way cuter than that.
Okay. Wait. Let me try to do it without doing. Let me
Okay,
try to do it without
okay.
doing it.
You are ridiculous.
I just
Did it work?
Well, a little pee came out.
I knew it. I knew it was your constipated
How did
face.
you know that?
I knew it.
No, constipation doesn't
Well,
come out the front area.
I know, but like same
Constipation is
area.
the poo-poo.
It's like the same.
Do you have constipation
no,
the
I
other
don't want
way?
to talk about poop. I don't want to talk about poop.
No, but you said the pee pee.
No,
you
I
said
don't
constipation
wanna,
pee pee.
No, I don't want to talk about
no,
that.
I said pee pee and you thought constipation.
No, I don't want. But like your fit, like.
Yeah, it's not a prostate problem. Gosh. Okay, so some people can do
Oh
this,
my
some people
gosh.
can't. Allie ruined it.
No,
Whatever.
I didn't.
All right, next current
You
event.
could do it.
Yeah, I can do it, but it makes you laugh. That's how God
Okay,
made me. That's
okay.
how the Lord made me.
Okay, let me just do this. Okay, now do it. No, you're like moving your whole body.
I'm trying really hard to do
No,
it.
you're doing moving your whole
Okay,
body.
okay. Can I do it? What?
You're ridiculous.
If people aren't watching on video,
Then they
okay,
don't know.
okay.
Okay. You are
This is so
such a ham.
mean.
Oh my
so
god.
I'm laughing, but on the inside, I'm hurt.
No, you're not.
That's how the Lord made my ears roar.
I mean, the
Is
Lord
that-
didn't make my ears roar.
You can't
Yeah.
do it?
No.
Okay, but do this.
Really?
Do this, though.
Maybe that will. Oh my gosh.
Do
that
this.
was
Do
funny.
this.
Someone please gift that. Just gift that expression
Okay,
right
don't
now.
push too hard. And you say there's no God.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. That hurt your heart?
Heartburn?
Are you having a heart attack?
no, I think I'm fine.
Oh my gosh. I don't know
Okay.
CPR. Oh, speaking of medical emergencies, my
Your dad?
sister. No.
Oh.
My sister just had her second baby on March 1st. Super exciting. At 1 a.m. in the morning. So almost a leap day baby. But I was watching their oldest, who is 2. She just turned 3. But they had to come home from the hospital because she wasn't progressing. And apparently she went from 2 centimeters dilated to 10 centimeters in the matter of 45 minutes, which is apparently crazy. Also,
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be talking about this.
Well,
Maya,
no,
I
but do you
love
know what that feels like? So if you
No.
imagine, so your mouth is
Oh,
very
the ring of
similar.
yeah.
The ring of fire.
That's what they call it.
That's what they call
That's what
it.
they call
Okay,
it.
so
The
everyone
ring of
put your
fire.
fingers, if you're listening right now, if you want to feel what it feels like to push a baby out of your vagina, you put all 6 of your fingers in your mouth and stretch.
There's no science behind this.
See, it hurts.
And so they were running back to the hospital. Long story short, she almost had the baby in the car on the way. Like she was like, the baby is coming
don't
right
care.
now. And I almost had to deliver my niece. It was
Join the club.
no. I was not prepared for that. No,
It's
I
not
was
a big
just
deal.
there.
Her body was made for that.
But you know what's crazy?
Pull the baby out.
Really good that we went. That they
Forget
made
the
it to
doctors.
the hospital because
What are they gonna do? What are they
the
gonna
cord
do?
was wrapped around her neck.
And you don't think you know how to untangle
Well,
knots?
my,
or how old are you? You know how to untangle
I've
a knot?
never had to untangle an umbilical cord.
So you're telling me if your niece walked and had cords wrapped
Can you
around
let
her
me
throat,
finish?
you wouldn't know how
Can
to
you let
help.
me finish?
You wouldn't know how to go.
Would you let
there
me
you go,
finish?
your neck.
Lot
Because
of sass.
Taylor, my brother-in-law, when the doctor said that, because they didn't know that at the time, but they said, yeah, the cord's wrapped around her neck. And Taylor
course the
was
doctor
like,
didn't know that.
my sister and brother-in-law, they didn't know that until they told them.
Okay.
And so my brother-in-law was like, shoot, I would just tore through it with my teeth.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
No.
What do you think they did back in the olden days when there was no
I'm not in
doctors
the
around?
olden
in there.
days.
Yeah, they reached in there, they pulled the umbilical, they bit through the umbilical cord.
and don't live in the olden days. I'm
But I'm
just
just
saying it was
saying-
so crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, continue. Okay. Brought a llama.
Join the club.
Oh my.
Join the club.
Oh my.
Oh, have a baby in a car. Have a baby in there.
Oh.
Have a
Did
baby
you have
in the
all your
bathtub.
babies? Did Danielle
At
have
home.
babies at home?
Yeah.
Every single one of them?
amazing.
Yeah.
That's wow.
You didn't know that?
Danielle's
No, I did not
amazing.
know
Oh, that's a big thing.
I
yeah.
think I knew that like a few of them were. It
No,
sounded
all of
like
them.
there were like 3.
2 of them, the midwife was late, like didn't get there in time
For the baby to be born?
Yeah, so one of them I was also late to, but then the other one it was just me and her, and then
Oh
I delivered the
my.
baby. Like I'd had a few baby experiences at that point.
Really?
From other women. No, from her. No, from her.
Interesting.
But so I had to coach her. I was like, Danielle, I'm calling the midwife because she was
Oh
like,
my
don't
gosh.
call because there's a lot of Braxton Hicks. She was like, no.
Yeah.
And I was like, listen, I am more experienced
Listen.
than you. I'm like, I've had a better view, and this
Oh
baby's
my
coming
gosh.
out. And so I called the midwife, and as she's coming, I was like, this is coming. You need to do this, and I need to blah, 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 you know. And
Oh
then
my gosh.
baby right there on the side of our bed, and I'm like, we're here alone. Like,
What do you? Oh my gosh.
and that was when I realized that all those thousands of dollars to hospitals, why? You could just do it on the side of your bed.
Was that what number of baby was
does-
that?
Is her pain tolerance just like insanely high?
No, okay, well,
Right?
'Cause that's what I want to know.
well, here's the thing: if you lived in the 1400s, you had no choice.
But I
right?
don't
Okay,
live in
but
the
we-
1400s.
No, I
This is
know,
not
but,
the
but this is the
1400s.
thing. But this is the thing: your pain tolerance, right? It just
It's
if
low.
you have no other option, if you're like,
Well, yeah.
we're at this house,
having the baby.
we're at this house, like,
Yeah.
I mean, punch me in the head. I don't know, like, what
But
are we
does
gonna
she
do?
have a pain?
But like,
high
what
pain
happens
tolerance?
if like it doesn't progress and you're alone in your house?
See, but if what do you mean it doesn't? So a lot of times, it not progressing can be. So just being in stirrups on your back, it's harder for it to progress. Danielle actually preferred
Sitting up.
and walking. We walked
yeah.
all the time because walking would help progress it.
Gravity did the
or
work.
other things help progress it. Larger body, thanks Christopher Russ. So what is that noise? It might be the little wire problem when you remove that.
Sounds like it's a murder
So
Childbirth.
Hospitals are from the
Hospitals
devil.
are a
I'm
sham.
just joking. These are all jokes, but it's just jokes. If you want to have your baby in a hospital, it's fine.
It's like no judgment.
Well, guys, we're back.
So speaking of childbirth and siblings,
Nothing can ever just go normal, Allie.
sorry, what was a normal transition into that?
No, I'm just saying nothing can ever. There's always one thing that's going to mess up.
Devil is not happy with what this show is about.
Yeah.
I think so. But we're back.
Are we recording our screen now? Okay, go back to QuickTime. Like on the.
This is just the like screenshot.
Yeah, delete
thing.
that.
Yeah.
Delete that shit. No, just hit record. No, far right.
I think you're
Far
already
right,
on it.
far
yeah.
right. Keep going. Far right. Nope. There you go. Now we're recording. Okay, now we're good. Okay, so we need a way to remember to come back in. Huh?
What?
What was that?
Huh?
Okay. Back to current events. We had some microphone problems. Allie messed up her microphone. Mine's perfectly fine.
It just destroyed. It destroyed itself.
Okay,
We're
current
back.
events.
Great.
Okay.
Do you have too much electricity coming out of you?
I don't know. How can you tell?
I don't know. Is it sexual tension?
No.
Mercy.
Current events.
All right.
Oh my
A man
gosh.
brought a llama to his sister's wedding, delighting just about everyone but the bride.
Look at that
So
screenshot.
I read something about, I saw this and I read something like there was like a 5-year bet or something. Or,
Yeah. So the bride wouldn't stop planning her wedding before she ever even had a boyfriend.
Oh,
so her brother,
boy.
out of annoyance, just blurted the first thing that came to his mind, which was, I'm going to bring a llama. If you get married, I will bring a llama to your wedding. And so she got engaged last October, and he sent her a screenshot of the
No.
llama rental right after she announced
my
that she was
gosh.
engaged.
She looks so upset in this photo.
She about to say that screen. She looks so angry.
She looks so angry. She's
but
like,
he is
you.
so happy.
He's like, this and so this is
He's
a
so
llama.
proud of himself.
For those of you listening at home, Allie, could you describe
Yeah.
the llama?
The llama. It looks proud.
What
like it just
ethnicity-
looks smug.
What ethnicity does this llama
You know,
look like?
it's
Remind
a
you of.
conglomerate of all the ethnicities.
What ethnicity
okay,
does
would
this
you
llama?
say that looks smug? Like that
The llama-
llama
yeah.
looks like
No, all llamas look smug.
I am dressed up, ready to go.
No, all llamas
Yeah.
look smug.
And he's wearing a very nice tux. It looks like he's kind of wearing not jorts, but like a short tux.
Yeah.
Like shorts with his tux.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm ready to party.
So is this a video?
I guess.
It could be.
Oh my gosh.
If there's ads and stuff, we're just going to skip it because
Wait for it.
I'm still hearing a little bit of feedback. Oh, that's an ad. Let's just skip it.
No.
Okay, can we scroll down? Is there anything else to this? Wow, that's crazy. Allie,
Wow, that's crazy.
do you want someone to bring a llama to your wedding? I feel like you would be into something like this.
I mean,
Do you think with your family's pretty crazy. Do you think
Yeah.
something crazy will happen at your wedding?
I don't know.
Do you think something like this? Do you think Mike Hoffman?
I think people expect
Do you think the
crazy
Hoff dog-
things
do you think the
at
Hoff dog
my
will, like-
wedding. The Hoff dog?
Do you think
Never
when
heard
they
that
walk?
one. That's a new one.
What a Hoff dog.
What a Hoff dog.
Yeah, slap some coleslaw on that Hoff dog. Extra mayo and
no,
mustard.
No,
Okay.
that's weird. I think people expect, like, people have told me, like, I can't wait for your wedding.
Yeah, because your
it's gonna
family
be
will
wild.
You'll
And I'm
at
like,
least
I don't know.
they'll at least do a dance in for their coming in.
Oh yeah, I've already been planning like my the father-daughter dance. Because I just know we're both criers, my dad and I, and
Yeah.
we'll just be a blubbery mess, and we don't want that to be a thing.
Yeah.
Like we
Do
already
you-
know it's going to happen.
Do you
so.
think Tiny Hands will be involved at some point?
I
maybe
think
at the
so, it could
honeymoon,
be.
maybe the
Or,
wedding,
like, the pictures.
reception.
like
Okay.
pictures? People have sent me pictures of people being engaged with donuts because they know I love donuts, or they send me wedding donut
Wait, how do you get
cakes.
engaged with a donut?
People will take engagement pictures at a donut place, but I've also seen someone where the person proposed with a donut as the ring.
Is that how you would prefer it?
And then I would like a real ring, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But like a donut would be great.
What else
But
you
they've
got,
sent
Sarah?
me pictures of like donut. I wanted donut wedding cakes. I love donuts. I think they're awesome.
Donut Tower.
People have sent me like, oh, this is so you. This is so going to be your wedding. I was
Do you-
like, how rich do you
Do
think
you think
I am?
you could, if you love donuts so much, why don't you marry one?
Yeah. You know, a person married herself. So it's 2020. Sign of the times. Why not?
If you love donuts so much, why don't you marry one?
You just said that, and I just responded to that.
You responded by bringing up something else.
But I'm just saying, it's 2020. Why not marry a donut?
I don't know. You
If
tell me.
someone can
It's
marry
your life.
herself.
It's your life.
I think I saw a story where someone married a tree. Like
I
they
could
were
do
in
that.
love with the tree.
I could do that.
No, you're already married.
If it was a cedar tree,
What kind of wood is that on the wall?
I forget.
Oh, Nick?
But like a pine tree is really, it's like got a lot of limbs that come out straight.
It's just like too much.
And you like limbs, you know?
No,
And
but I
you
want
love
I want like a
Full
cedar.
circle.
I want a cedar.
You had a nice cedar.
Cedar of Lebanon. Okay,
Oh.
next current event.
So Chuck E. Cheese got sued over hair getting stuck in a ticket machine.
Wait, hair?
Hair.
Like someone's hair?
Like
or-
someone put their head too
Her
close
hair
to
got
the ticket
caught
machine.
for 20 minutes.
It's where you put the tickets in to get your
Oh
like prize
no!
cut.
So hair attached to her head.
Yeah. For 20 minutes she was there until someone came and
20
helped
minutes
her.
is a long time.
How did it? So it sucked her hair in,
Sucked her hair
but the
in.
tickets come out.
No. It's the thing you feed the tickets in and it like counts it for you.
Why'd she get her head so close to
Yeah,
that?
I'm
I
trying
think
to-
she wanted the lawsuit.
Yeah. She's like feeding her hair in with that ticket.
I mean,
She's
she's
in there
at
for
Chuck E.
like 20 minutes.
Cheese.
Just like
Chuck E. Cheese, I think, has gone.
This sounds like a non-traditional woman. This sounds like a woman who is
Not
not.
the traditional pin-up.
This sounds like a woman
hourglass.
that believes in female
She
officers.
smiles.
She does not have deference.
She smiles. Yeah, she
She
smiles. Okay, so what else? So she.
Wow.
Chuck E.
Okay,
Cheese
let's see.
wouldn't comment on the suit, but said ticket machines have signs warning people that their hair could get hot. They have signs on the
what?
ticket.
no, she wants them to have signs.
No. It says a Chuck E. Cheese manager wouldn't comment, but said the ticket machines do have signs warning that their hair could get caught. If you're out there in a Chuck E. Cheese right now, please send us a photo.
Wait, and it says up there that the attorney asked for a jury trial. Wow. And that Chuck E. Cheese put an adequate warning sign next to the machine. So maybe they didn't have one.
So it's just at that local Chuck E. Cheese.
Maybe they, yeah, if you work at a Chuck E. Cheese.
What does their ticket machine look like? Just like two claws that are just like, arr.
Like, definitely don't put your head next to that. Also, why are you, like, how are you putting the tickets in? Like,
Yeah.
How long is your
You know?
hair?
Don't do that.
well, that's what she probably looked like.
Yeah, that's weird. Don't-
I feel like a friend should have said, you know what, honey? You're better than that.
Yeah, don't do that.
You look weird.
You're worth more than this ticket. What else
You're
you got,
worth more
Sarah?
than this ticket.
We got the Leaning Tower of Dallas is finally down after 2 weeks.
Didn't even
I don't know
this
if you
was
know
happening.
do you guys know the original
After
story?
2 weeks
No.
of pounding.
Don't say
So-
that like that, boys.
No,
Thing-
the title. After 2 weeks of pounding, Leaning Tower of Dallas is down.
There was a leaning tower in Dallas.
Yeah, so they tried to blow up a building in downtown Dallas,
And it
and
wouldn't-
everything fell down except for like the elevator, like concrete tower.
So it was
And
leaning.
it just leaned, and they literally it was like a 5-ton wrecking ball for 2 weeks. We're like battering.
They got to pound
It
this
just
building,
kept go-
and
pounding
it
and
wouldn't
pounding
fall down,
and pounding.
and it was called the Leaning Tower of Dallas. All
And they-
over
for
social
2
media.
Wow,
weeks just
in our backyard,
pounding.
didn't even know.
And it finally fell.
just trying to
it
get this-
finally fell.
Dang, that's
And it
crazy.
finally went down.
How long do you think? How many weeks of pounding would it take if you were a building to topple you over?
Like, probably more than 2 weeks. For sure. It's like, I am a Tower of Lebanon, so. Okay. I don't think that's. We can cut that. That's how. Isn't there you? We can cut that. I think I'm blushing. Yeah, that's who you should apologize to. My father.
Please keep that in for the love of God.
Oh, my
please.
cheeks hurt.
Oh,
I think I'm blushing.
Oh my gosh. I am so sorry.
Are you crying, Edmund?
Oh my goodness.
How do you feel about that, Edmund?
Bad. I feel bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't mean that.
You didn't? What did you mean by...
No, I didn't until you said it that way. Then I was like, what have we done?
I'm so sorry, Dad. I mean, I don't understand what's wrong. What's so awkward? I don't get it.
Man, my mind's just reeling about, are we going to have to edit that out? Okay.
Absolutely
All right.
not.
Okay. All right.
I mean, we might. You just send me the clip. We'll decide.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I mean, it's like 2 hours in. It's not like anyone's listening.
No.
Okay.
If you're listening. Okay.
On
I'm
to
so sorry. That just got out of hand. I didn't even realize how out of hand that got. And then I was like, wow.
We can edit that.
Okay.
Okay. People keep threatening to replace hand sanitizer with vodka, and Tito's vodka
begs them to stop. Please stop.
Wait, what?
They're replacing
So in
hand
fear
sanitizer.
People are
the
threatening.
coronavirus.
Oh my gosh.
Well, why would you replace hand sanitizer with vodka?
Because it's hard to find it in stores. People can't find hand sanitizer.
It's like apocalyptic
Yeah,
out there.
Oh,
it
because
is.
people took too much.
So people are using
Yeah.
Tito's, and Tito's commented saying they don't have strong enough alcohol content to kill bacteria, according to the
just
CDC.
wasting it.
They
Oh
need at
my
least
gosh.
60% alcohol, and
Tito's-
they're only 40%. And I think that's a ripoff.
Tito's is pretty strong.
First of all, I think
First
the
of
real
all, I think the real
injustice
thing.
here
It needs
is
to
that
be
Tito's is
higher.
only 40%.
Tito's is pretty strong. Tito's is pretty strong.
Not strong
Wow.
enough. Not strong enough to kill bacteria.
Is there any alcohol out there that
Oh, yeah. But like darker stuff, like whiskey
Wow.
and rum and
if people start using that,
probably
wow.
tequila.
I keep thinking about like.
Well, it's impossible to edit it out now
No.
because it keeps bringing it
Yeah.
back.
I keep thinking about this.
This is his insurance policy to make sure that it stays.
I'm not exactly sure what I said. I don't.
Oh, it was just weird. It just made me feel so uncomfortable. Okay.
Oh, now you're uncomfortable.
For the first time on the podcast,
Wow.
I feel very
I think we should
uncomfortable.
keep that in for your discomfort.
Now you know how we feel sometimes.
Okay. Okay.
You're the one that kept on
Guys,
saying.
we're just friends. All of us are
over-
just friends. We are not Ascension Presents. We are not Theology of the Body with Christopher
no.
Frad.
No, we're not.
Okay.
We're not Pints with Thomas.
Okay. Next. Okay.
That is it.
All right. Well,
Oh man.
what else? There was
News.
something else in my head that I wanted to make sure that we covered, but I can't remember. We did our questions on Instagram.
A lot of them had to do with tiny hands.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of your brand.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't think it was like that big of a thing. Maybe I should start doing maybe my pictures and on my Instagram should start doing tiny hands. I did once where when I was holding
On
the
the Oodles
picture,
of Doodles?
yeah, it had a tiny
And
hand.
did that get more likes than normal?
I don't know if people noticed. It was a while. It was a couple years ago. I
So
did
what
a
you're
piece
saying
for,
is that
Joel Stepanek.
What you're saying is that the 18,000 people that follow you are kind of dumb.
No, it
And
just doesn't.
unobservant.
Wait, let's find the picture.
Okay.
And see if you can see. So go to the Oodles of Doodles because it's me holding like it's a big piece. It's like 18 by 24, and I'm having, or maybe it's this way, and I have time. It has to be on the Oodles of Doodles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she has
Instagram?
multiple accounts.
I have Oods of Glutes. So it's going to be.
Yeah, I don't understand that. What is that?
That
That one makes me
okay.
uncomfortable too. You just squat. You squat
yes.
in random places.
So that came about. I was on
It's
a retreat
really weird.
in Florida a couple weekends ago with
You, like,
a bunch
walk-
of girls, a bunch of women.
You walk into a public
and
place and
we
do one squat.
And we were met. It was just it's a joke taken too far, and we think it's hilarious. So there's Oods of Glutes, Oods of Flutes. There's Oods of
Oods of flutes.
You've never seen that? Yeah, it's our friend. She brings a recorder everywhere. She just does, and she does one note every day. Don't shake your head. Don't
weird.
shake your head.
Oods of flutes.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Who's following that?
You know what? If
Scroll
it's
down.
not
Keep
yours,
scrolling down.
okay.
You can find.
First of all, don't make that.
sorry.
Don't
sorry.
make.
Oh, sorry. I don't have
that.
18,000 followers. I'm sorry, but
No, Oods of Flutes.
Oods of flutes.
Yes, it's hilarious. And we're bringing joy and whimsy to your cold heart.
Who's following Oods of flutes? 5
There's
people.
followers. No, there's like
Okay.
Oods of Flutes. There's over 100.
Have we found the tiny hands? I think.
Oh
if you
no,
scroll
keep
down.
going. Yeah, it's like
At the very bottom.
way down.
Great.
You're so over
I'm
it.
still recovering from.
What you set me up for?
What did you say? I'm a Tower of Lebanon.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
You might be like
I don't
a
know.
leaning tower of Dallas.
A leaning tower of Dallas. So it's down. Yeah, keep going. Keep
Oh, man.
scrolling.
Gosh.
Just looking for the tiny hand.
Yeah, I am too. I'm seeing if I can notice it.
It's keep going.
If I'm a normal.
Getting close to the bottom.
Yeah, keep going. It was so a while ago. and it's a big piece.
So Jesus.
Keep going. Jesus.
Why am I holding my breath? I'm holding my breath.
I don't know.
I don't know. I started holding my breath.
Breathe air sometime.
Man.
Drink
About
water.
Jesus? Yeah.
Gosh, I've never had to recover this hard from a moment on the podcast.
That you set up.
No, I didn't realize I'm innocent. I had no idea what was going on.
Neither do I most of the time.
I was talking about the article.
Yeah. You knew exactly what you were doing.
I still don't understand what happened.
Oh my gosh. Okay, keep going.
Mouse just doesn't want to go.
This is boring.
Okay, we don't have to find it then.
Why do you
Do you
always
do this
paint
to
your
all- do you do
Why do you
this-
always paint your nails
Do
the
you do
same
this to
colors?
all of your guests?
How come all of
You
your
say,
nails
hey,
are
come on your
exactly
show. Oh, also we're going to make fun of all the stuff that you
How
do.
come all of your nails are
I
exactly the
think
same
we
color?
need to have a reconciliation moment
Okay.
right now where you have people on your show and you say, oh, that's stupid what you do that for.
You want me to do that?
No,
Because I can
think
do that.
I'm a little offended
Okay, I'm sorry you got offended.
of Oots of Flutes and Oots of Glutes and bringing joy and whimsy.
Listen, Oods of Glutes
Yeah.
is promoting a culture of fitness and unattainable bodies.
If you think, okay. All right.
It's just you doing glute squats.
Oh, wait, stop.
Oh, this is when you stop painting your nails.
No, my nails are just short then. Wait, keep going.
We're still going to
going
keep
down?
going.
Go
We're
up.
still
No,
going.
go up.
We haven't given up on this.
Okay, well, we can give up on it.
We're going to find it. We're going to go, oh, look, there it is. It's you with a tiny hand holding a card that has a quote. Something probably about 8 words long.
Okay, I don't know where it is. It's probably down.
Let's describe it. It's the tiny hands holding a card.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Just like really sassy.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so the tiny hands thing is kind of part of your brand. You're going to maybe...
I mean, it's not part of my brand, but
I can't stop waiting to see it at this point. So as we round out this 2-hour podcast, what do you want people to know?
wow,
Allie?
Edmund, you should not drink. I think maybe.
What does that have to do
Are
with...
you just like really sassy?
What do you mean?
You're just like real sassy.
How is that sassy?
No, you're just like, okay, we're just gonna finish. We're done.
No,
Wrap it
I
up.
feel bad that I've kept you on for 2 hours.
Jesus loves you.
Do you wanna keep
You're
going?
made for purpose.
Do you wanna keep
No,
going?
We're good.
Are you sure?
Yes, we're good. Jesus loves you.
I don't know how it's end. We have nothing else, right, Sarah?
I don't know where the tiny hand is.
We can look at my art and
Okay, let's look at Sarah's art on
shameless
screen.
plug.
Okay, Allie, you have to give a completely honest, unbiased, unfiltered critique of
Man.
Sarah's.
So, from an art
I
major,
cannot
don't
draw
even
people,
know.
so I think
I
that's amazing.
really dig your. There's been a few of your scrapbook photos that I've really loved the aesthetic of.
What's
My
that?
bullet journaling?
The middleman?
Jesus.
No,
That
that's
is not Jesus.
that's an
no,
Irishman.
no, down.
What
Below
is your
that
deal?
one.
That's
Oh,
an
actual
Irish.
Jesus.
That one.
Oh,
Yeah, actual Jesus.
Actual.
I'm
That
really
one's
digging the
beautiful.
watercolor. Jesus in his Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Wow. Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's cool.
Thank you.
Scroll down to some of your
See,
scrapbook
and I
stuff.
can't draw art or like people, so I think that's
a little farther.
amazing.
You should just do what some Catholic people do and just not include their face.
On
Okay,
all the
wait. That
saints.
one in the top right. Top right. That one's my favorite scrapbook one.
This one?
Yeah, click it.
The
Click it.
Mardi Gras.
So you do scrapbooking?
I do bullet
But just
journaling.
the
That's
There's a
beautiful.
difference.
but just the whole setup, like the can't, like just the whole
beautiful.
thing is really cool.
Yeah.
You should do more of that.
Oh, okay.
That's really beautiful.
See, I liked it. Edmund Mitchell liked it.
He did.
See?
He only likes a few of them.
Sarah Ford art.
Well,
Occasionally.
I'm very,
Very
very,
particular.
I'm very conservative. When I like it, you'll know I like it. I really mean it.
That's
appreciate
beautiful.
that.
I'm not just texting LOL, but I'm just like, this is what I look when I text. I don't just go, right? If I text
Actual
LOL, I'm
laughing.
going
Actual laughing.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been getting more into that of like looking at
Oh, and
stuff
that
like
one.
that. That's beautiful.
Top left, and then one down.
Wait,
the
no? This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. The just the aesthetic. Just this photo is really cool of like your table with this. That's a cool thing. Like you should do more of those with like the lay flat with your scrapbook.
Yeah.
and do some cool stuff with like
beautiful.
the items you're putting around the scrapbook is really cool.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen stuff like that on Instagram.
What's the caption? Because all I see is also no cussing. What's the full caption?
It's pretty
Caption
long.
Oh, okay.
is,
Yeah, yeah.
please,
It's a joke in that if you look close enough, you can see
Wow.
that there's no cussing. Right
Oh,
there.
that's
As part of my
amazing.
Linton
Oh.
thing. Have I done that?
how have you been doing?
You know.
Damn it.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I think they're so like that. Oh yeah, come on.
Come on.
You can get so creative in that.
Come on.
It's beautiful, Sarah.
Thank you.
I love that.
Some content for your 2-hour
Yeah, this is cool.
episode.
This is really cool. So go follow. What's your Instagram account name?
Sarah.ford.art.
There you go. Go follow that. Blow it up.
I love it.
Blow it
I
up.
also love your profile picture.
Bullet journalist.
My painting
Yeah, it looks like you.
based off painting.
That is you, right?
That is me.
You and Sam.
Yes.
I love that. Yeah, that's amazing.
Fun reflection on marriage. Go read it. It's very long.
I love it.
All right, Allie.
I'll do it.
We do need to end this eventually.
Yeah.
So if people see you at the Genius Conference, they should tickle you. Come up behind you and tickle you.
With their words, mainly, like tickle my ears with
Have
their
I
words.
tickled you
Don't
today with my words?
Physical tickle me.
Have I
Please
tickled you?
do not touch me.
As an example, have I tickled you with my words?
Oh, there's been a few tickling of the words in my ears.
People can find you at Oodles of Doodles. Everyone follows you, so whatever.
I will follow you.
Go oods of glutes, oods of flutes.
Is there anything else that you want to, as we
Jesus
round
loves
this
you.
out? Okay. You are seen, known, heard, smelled, touched.
Loved, wanted, necessary.
All right, give us some. Just ride this out. So she'll just slowly come up in the fader here. Hey, thanks everyone for listening, and I apologize. I apologize for my behavior and for Allie's.
We'll edit that out.
We're just friends. We're just having fun.
Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery.
You're gonna die. I'm Raymond Arroyo. We'll see you next time.
Real sassy there.
Did I really?
Yes.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
When?
What are you talking about? Who's the flute? That's a